Welcome. Look at me and my little clap. I love it. Woo! Welcome back to Excel the podcast. I'm Kira.
I'm Shireen.
And we're in the building.
We are in the... I like that. Can we do a
Oh my
cheers?
God, yes.
Shoot.
Cheers.
Shoot.
Cheers. Can we get that in the...
Oh, we need to get it in. No, we will. Hi guys, how are you? How are you, babes?
I'm good. How are you, sis?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I wasn't so great before I got here because I'm just like I was saying to Jay, just cramming everything in at once. I don't think I'm used to it. You're so used to being on the go. I think you just do it. You don't complain. For me right now, it's like, okay, it's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
but
No, I get it.
I'm here now, so I'm in a better mood.
I was just about to say, but we're here.
Oh, that's so crazy because we
That's
never
mad.
really plan these stuff.
No.
Not even really. We don't plan
We
these
don't.
stuff.
No, we actually don't. For real.
Anyway,
Ready for war, huh?
yeah, we was, and we are. Okay.
Ready.
Love it.
How are you, Jay?
How's everybody? How's you
I'm
guys?
nice.
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
What else is about you, man?
I love it.
Yeah,
But
but you know we have to check in on
Exactly. They
everybody.
know we got to check. You know the drill.
We appreciate it.
Oh,
Love
I
it.
love that. But yes, sister. So what's on your mind?
Nothing much, but what's on my mind really mostly, you know, when I get here, I can't wait to vent and rant and what's on my mind is this Peckham scandal. That's what's on my mind.
That part. Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
start off with that
100%.
because I know everybody's seen it. I know sometimes I'm a bit late, but I've seen this one and I'm like, what the fuck?
But let's just explain. So
Right. Do we want to?
those who
We don't need to
haven't
pull up anything, do we? Do you want us to explain? Because I know sometimes my
Okay, yeah,
explanation is a bit mad.
Basically,
Mm-hmm.
there was a viral video going around of a shopkeeper in Peckham.
South London, guys.
Yep, South London.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, strangling another woman.
Mm-hmm. In a
Now-
hair shop.
In a hair shop, yes. Now, I don't know the backstory, but that for me is just unacceptable. 'Cause
But it is unacceptable.
Like,
but by
what is
what
going
we
on?
saw, because she had a bag of probably like 3 packs of hair or some sort of hair in her
Mm-hmm,
hand. I thought, because I saw him, the first video that I saw was him holding her by her neck and taking her from the entrance of the entrance of the shop
To the
and
door.
bringing her back inside. So what that looked like was,
yes,
is she
right.
stealing? Because obviously everyone's gonna think that. You know they like to cut off stuff short.
Yeah.
So the first thing people having their mixed like opinions. Then the second clip that remember I think you told me.
Mm-hmm.
Now the guy's been like obviously interviewed and also it's like what was it? She wanted to bring back hair or something.
Yeah, so
Wanted to
basically
exchange.
she wanted to refund her hair. This is what I saw online.
Yeah.
So she wanted to refund her hair and she was told by the man that they don't do refunds.
Okay.
Basically. And she replied, well, the lady that was here before
Told me that,
whoever
yeah.
she bought it from.
And we can
told-
say that does happen a lot.
No, it does,
In
of
these
course it
hair
does.
shops definitely as
Of
well
course it
because they
does.
know they can get away with it. Do you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like a massive shop like that.
And
It's
do you
not
know what
like,
it is? Another thing is I'm like, obviously I don't know, I wasn't there, but I'm not surprised that she was told she can get a refund because they want you to spend money in their
of
shop.
course, and they
So-
usually do. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna go back to my shopping wherever I go, Brixton or wherever. Can I get? And they'll give it as long as I'm not. I don't want. Refund is okay. Refunds your money back.
Refund your money
Because
back.
they're a bit technical with that. Refund, remember exchange. Maybe
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
exchange,
right, I understand
but
that.
refund. I don't really hear a lot of refund. You can get your money back for hair. I've never really heard that.
But then to
in
be
the hair shop.
100% honest,
But it doesn't make it right what this guy was doing,
But
regardless.
my thing is like,
I'm not sure it was even for hair. I think
It was for hair.
It was for hair,
Because she had the hair open. She obviously
was
bought,
it blow dryers?
or whatever she had. She had some
don't
stuff in
know.
a bag, and they were spilling out of her bag because I saw a black plastic bag. Him holding her on her neck, and she was
But
walking
no, I
back
think
in.
she grabbed those stuff on the way out.
Oh, so
so
after they
okay.
told her that she
They-
couldn't get a
She
refund,
couldn't get a refund for the hair dryers.
okay,
That blew up.
or whatever.
Yeah, they both blew up. So
So it was hair dryers that she
Now.
purchased.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
Now, that
so on her
changes
way
the
out,
whole
she
narrative.
picked up some stuff and okay.
I said, right, cool. If you're not gonna give me a refund, let me just take my.
And I
money.
hear,
Yeah.
and it's so crazy because I know people, especially because it's
Yeah,
South
100%,
London.
100%.
You know how people are. It's be like,
100%.
okay, cool. You're not gonna give me, okay, cool, and it's so mad. So I don't know what happened, but I still don't give the man a right. You own a shop. You know the right, the perfect protocol, should I say, or the right protocol to go. Like, ring the police. You're not like, what are you doing?
Yeah. 'cause
What are you actually doing?
There's a side of it. I didn't want to say too much because.
Yeah.
Talk the things them want.
Yeah, no, of course, because you know I always.
I know, sir.
People,
Exactly.
People have been ready for me when I've been talking my opinion on this already. You know what I'm saying?
I would
I
love
use
to
that.
hear.
But you know what? My thing goes on to the advice that I'd give to my daughter. So like, if I saw my daughter going on the way that woman was going on, I'd be angry with my daughter.
Of course.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
Of course,
like,
I get that.
That guy will get dealt with.
Yeah, but
I'd
you'd
still
be
get
angry.
I'd
yeah.
still be angry with my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, you know, like I try to teach my daughters to not ever cause anything that's gonna take me to jail.
Yeah.
Like if you get in, like if someone's refusing you something, at least call me and let me come as a man. Even if it's my woman, call me. I'll come to the shop, talk to these people as men. I'm sure we can come to agreement. And a lot of times these guys take for granted.
Yeah.
They take for granted that there's no man involved.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? And because they take it for granted that there's no man involved,
Okay.
they do things that now is going to...
So I'm glad you said that, because I was just going to say, what if there's no guy involved? That's what they like to take it upon themselves, but it's like you're saying, why would you, if that's the case, if she did take something on her way out, what was in your mind? I'm just like, what like, that's not the right way to go by it, but it's just like, why would he think that it was, that's the part that we're seeing. We're seeing the strangling on the neck.
Woman, and then
it's an emotional woman, yes, but,
but we're
personally,
seeing
from the man, I'm getting, you do that on a regular.
Like, you do it, that's what I was getting.
You were too comfortable.
That is exactly what I was like, am I the only one that's getting
how
that? So you thought that as well, sis?
That is how you act.
I'm not being funny yet, and people are gonna go against like me for saying this, but they don't respect their women.
They don't. I didn't even want to go so far, but I'm not gonna lie. Some of them, the way that they, because I'm like, let me tell you what. Let me hear, because I heard the interview, a few different interviews after this whole thing, because this guy looking like he's loving the little clout that he's getting from strangling a female. Like, what on earth?
And I hate that.
It's crazy, because first of all,
he's loving the clout. Like,
you know, it's already mad, because it's like we got an Asian man and we've got a black woman, so it's already like, do you know what I mean? And it's a female and it's a male. It's already a lot of.
Why are they not black?
Why is not what?
If they're like, in terms of color. You don't look like the same colour as Asian people.
Listen, let me just listen. I don't even know. But my thing is like, he was when he got interviewed by this guy, and it was a white man, a Caucasian. Sorry, I don't like to say stuff. Caucasian guy that was interviewing him, and I love the questions that he was asking him, because he was like, if that was your daughter, would you if that was your daughter or your wife, or would you be strangling her? No, I saw. I watched. There was so much different interviews. Listen, it's like, that's what I'm saying. He's loving the clout. Because why are you standing there just chatting up your mouth? What are you doing right now? Like, you done something good. The guy was like, oh, so if that was your daughter or your wife, is that the same way that you would have dealt with it? Yes, I will. Like, he's proper like. So I said, no, this guy's mad. He was like, yes, if my daughter was kind of. I was like, no, is this like this is real life right now?
Have you seen them with their women?
But my thing, if you flip it the other way around, would it be okay if it was his daughter and I don't know, say for example, a black man was in a shop and I don't know, a food shop, let's say for example, I don't know, I was strangling your daughter because of something, she never paid for your food. What?
You gotta remember, as much as people say, for one, you're not really gonna see an Asian girl in that kind of pass up.
I know what you're trying to say, but regardless, I'm just trying to flip it. Trying to flip it. Just male, female, like two different.
They'd be like, why did you go like that? Don't go to people's shop.
I'm actually so done with you. But listen, they're proper like.
What?
They can be so bloody.
They'll tell their daughter, don't do that.
No, it's true. I get what
you're
doing. I know what you're saying.
I'm glad, dude.
Yeah, but no, not if someone was strangling you on your neck. I know they would not like to hear someone strangling them.
You went to black shop, they've strangled you. You don't go to black shop.
I'm so done with you because you definitely didn't talk like that. You're so stupid.
You know he's not talking like that.
Yeah. Anyway, but you know what I mean. I get what you're trying to say. They're very.
We need to have our own shops. That's what I'm saying. They're like. We don't go to black shop. They come to our shop.
I'm so done. What? So they just take the piss?
No,
that's what you're trying to say.
It's not even. They will deal with their women like that as well. I've seen them in their world. I'm like, ooh.
That's a bit like, oh, that's a lot.
But
it doesn't make it right. That's your business.
That's my thing.
Your woman is your woman.
That's my thing.
This is someone else's woman. This is someone else's daughter. This is someone else's sister.
So
mom.
Just deal with the consequences.
What?
Sometimes
who the woman should deal with it.
I'm not really on this marching thing.
Marching where?
Okay, because it worked. They done a protest. They put bare stuff on their Sorry, I don't know. I'm being very ghetto.
So it's not
open
They put a lot of stuff on their shutters.
Why are you trying to say? Sorry. First of all, you're not writing a newsletter. Because
why
is she saying why am I being ghetto?
First of all, no. I just had to catch myself.
They didn't do shit. They went there and shut down for one day.
But my thing is, it doesn't even matter. It don't even matter because I would do the same thing. I'm just thinking about if it was me. I don't give a crap.
No, but I'm saying
you don't do that. Call the police on me.
Members. Again, I'm not being funny. Anyone strangled, doesn't matter. Shot, this, that. If someone strangles a female in my family and I know where they are, if sometimes you can't find the person, innit?
Strangled.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't find the person, fair enough. Like, someone could strangle your female. They were just it was on the road. It was someone they knew, but you can't find them. They've left the ends. There's all these different scenarios.
Yeah, that's true.
But if someone is stationary in a shop and they strangled your people, then
Strangle.
That's my thing. It's a strangle. It's not even like, even though this would be still bad, it's not even like he grabbed her hand and said,
You know
come
what
back.
I mean?
He literally,
He went like
let's
this.
talk. That's so intimate. Are you her woman? Are you her man? What the hell is your hands doing?
He
What are
went
you
like
strangling?
this. He put
So
her
it doesn't really matter
down.
whether they're wrong or right.
It's wrong and right.
No, let's get there. I don't care whether they're wrong or right. You
You strangled my people. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were
get
saying,
it.
I just clocked what you meant about to say.
Yeah.
The man's wrong. Dead ass wrong.
No, if
I
we're
just
gonna-
clocked what you meant
if
there.
When we come into this wrong or right conversation, I'll be real. I think they're both wrong, innit? Yeah, I believe she.
Yeah, she obviously
she
must
took
have
the
done
wrong approach.
something. But I'm
he
saying
took the wrong approach.
Yeah, of course.
I believe two people took the wrong approach.
Of course, but he just took the piss.
if that's your people,
You
then,
went way too
like,
far.
Yeah.
If that's your
Yeah.
people, then that's got all of this marching and stuff. Let me wait till this clears out.
Yeah, it's true.
This person strangled my people. Then.
No, I get what you're saying, but what if she don't have no people them like that? And it's not even like
He was on the
people don't
phone.
even-
No, both
But
was on
some
the
people
phone.
don't. But some people are not
But
like
some
that.
people don't
Some
have
people
that.
don't have people like
Well,
that.
I
then
don't
that
know
would
what to
just
say
be the
then.
end.
But I'm saying
My thing is just don't do that.
She was
Point
like
blank,
that.
Period. Call the
she
police
was
on the
like
woman.
that though. I'm saying if you're
No,
gonna
it's
be
true,
like that
and
as a
people
woman,
need to be careful because it's like you will do those things,
Yeah.
and you feel like you're fine and off the hook until I don't know her husband or brother or whoever it may be comes for you.
Yeah, no, I get
5
that.
weeks later,
She was like
no, it's
that.
true, but
She
you
was
like
on
that's
smoke.
dangerous. That can also be dangerous.
Yeah, I get what you're trying
It
to
can
say.
also be dangerous
No, I
when you're
get
putting
that.
yourself into a
Because
situation.
if that's the
that
case,
you
I get
don't
obviously
be
she
in.
clearly done something wrong. Because why would you be doing like going crazy
Yeah,
like that? But my
yeah.
thing is that's just dead. Like, what are
Yeah,
you doing right now?
100%. It's
What are you
true.
actually doing?
She
And the
didn't
fact
feel
that he
like
got
she was
caught
in
on the
wrong,
camera.
so she went extra hard.
Yeah,
We didn't even, but you know why it makes it even worse and makes it bad? Because we didn't even see what she done. We're seeing what you done.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the part that's making
But-
it crazy. So that's why it's so like
No, there's
towards him.
CCTV footage as well. Have
Like,
you seen that?
I didn't
There
even
is,
see it.
and she was
She's
calm
hitting him
before.
more than
That's,
he-
but no, but
She
the
slapped
thing
him and
is,
pissed and spit in his face.
oh, I didn't see no.
I didn't see. I didn't see all of that. I'm
part.
just seeing what the first
But-
thing
Because
I
I
saw,
just saw her
and
kind
I'm just
of
like, what are
like
you
not
doing?
calm, but I saw her like she weren't in his
Yeah.
face. He, from what I saw from the CCTV, he started the physical
Yeah, abuse.
touch.
No,
Abuse.
that's
Whatever you
what
wanna
she
call
showed
it.
on the person's phone.
Because you can
On
never.
the CCTV.
Okay.
Are you crazy?
see,
I
I
would have.
don't
I
know.
can't
But
even
he still
believe it. It just
should've
made me
strangled
so
her.
angry.
She was trying to get out, and she hit him
Like,
a
what
couple
are you
times,
strangling?
but-
Do you know what strangling is for?
Because
That's to
I will
kill
do the same
people.
thing. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. You've done something messed up. She's clearly done something crazy. Why he's trying to drag her back?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done something messed up. I keep on saying it. Go through the normal protocols.
Yeah.
If someone done that in TK, I don't know. The first thing that just popped, or I don't know wherever. They're not strangling your neck. They're doing
Yeah.
the security guard at the door is going through the right protocol,
Yeah.
the right way.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna see them in Harrods coming like you just stole something. Let me strangle you.
But don't you
What?
think, only problem I have with
This is what
with-
happens with these little shops. Like you get a little shop and you
Yeah.
take like, what are you doing? This is not your country. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
No, I get it, but I'm saying only there's a few things I have with like problem with these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one, why we shop with these people so much? Yeah. Two is that
Because they're the providers. That's the ones
No,
that have
no,
the
no,
stuff
I
that
get
we
it, but
want.
If
hear me
we're,
out.
yeah,
Hear
if
me
we're
out.
being
Like, it would be
realistic, I was
lovely
just
if we
about
did-
to
there was
say
I'm not
like,
knocking
our
that. I'm not knocking
people
that, but
in
we're
the
in a
shops.
different time. You can get things online and that. But
Yeah,
anyway.
but
It's
not the
true,
same
but
thing.
no,
But anyway,
like-
no, you're right. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
But then why isn't one of our people
I don't
recognize
know.
that from how long?
It's true.
Like,
It's true what you're
how
saying.
Much, how much rich men are in the industry now?
That's very true
How
what
come
you're
they
saying.
ain't purchased these man's shop and just done it themselves now? Like there's man that's bare man inside that are artists that back in that 10 years ago they weren't rich. Now they're millionaires.
But how do you know that anyone's certain people might be doing it and we just don't
That's
know about
true,
it?
I mean,
Not
it's
No,
everyone
I'm
splurges out
no,
their
but
stuff.
I'm just saying we can't see it yet,
It's true,
innit?
it's true.
You know what I mean?
So
Till
you
we
don't
can
know
see
what
it.
to say about yeah. I
Yeah,
get that.
and when I see it, I'll champion it. I'll be the first one to champion it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, then and there's a side of it that's like, well, if we're not accountable for some of our moves as well, then we're always going to be complaining when someone reacts to our moves.
I get that.
They're not really like, addressing the moves that we've made. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes like we've made some ratchet moves, and then like they've been responded to with certain actions, but we're not going to address the ratchet moves.
No,
innit?
I get that.
And I
People,
feel
I
like-
do. People do need to take accountability. I
Yeah.
get that. But just
But I just feel like
That's
that's
just-
what we do as a people. Like
I mean,
we
yeah.
address how the police move, but like if we was to do that in our countries, what would it be like?
what do what the guy done?
No, what if we was to address
Oh,
the police?
just like in general. I know
Yeah,
what
like
you mean.
just what the police are doing all the time. The police ain't gonna hear none of that. We go on like it's just
in
here.
yeah, it's no, 100%.
The police in our
Because you go
countries are
back to-
worse.
yeah,
Like they'll
yeah.
just come and kill someone.
For real.
Well, we're in London, we're in
For
Britain, and that's why, we're in Britain.
Yeah,
You're not in
it's
your
true,
country
and that's
anymore.
the thing.
You're actually
That's
in
another
Britain.
thing.
You will go,
So you
like,
need
what
to
are you
comply.
doing? You actually go to prison
You
for
need
what?
to
What are you
comply.
doing?
It's just at least respect that it's
Whoever
it's
done,
easier
like,
for you here,
come on.
isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
England
like
is
there's sometimes
much easier than America, easier than Jamaica.
so
These
jobs
police,
worth, like,
these
how
police,
dare you?
for
It just
real,
gets
like,
me so
like
mad.
you said, these police, they don't care. You're in Jamaica, they will shoot you. That's it. Do you get what I'm saying? These police will. That's it.
yeah.
That's it. They're only gonna talk.
Same in Africa.
I know that, but we're not there.
But I was just about to say,
keep
at the
on
same
saying
time,
that
we're
we're
in
not there.
England,
We're
so
in
they
England,
need to
no.
comply.
They are foreign, yes.
Yeah.
They need to
Comply. If you
comply.
want to do all of that, if that's what he wants to do, go back to where you are, where your
That's
motherland.
it.
Go back to motherland.
That's
Maybe
it.
you could get away with them kind of
It's
stuff.
true.
We're not there.
But as far as you're here,
Like, what
you
the
guys
hell?
need to comply.
Because that woman got arrested as well.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
know,
good.
and
She
that's-
obviously must have done something crazy. I can't
Yeah,
say
that's
no one's gonna act mad unless he's sick and psycho, and I'm pretty sure Bossman ain't that crazy. But you was crazy when you decided to strangle
Yeah,
the lady.
but I feel like that's
Like,
so,
come on.
obviously I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, I just think it's mad. But obviously I don't know the ins and outs. So
No,
I
we
can't
don't.
speak on
But
it.
something happened.
So I don't
Something
know.
happened.
Evidently
When you live in
happened.
certain
Something
areas,
happened.
When you live in certain areas, yeah, you have nitties. Yeah. I don't know
Let me see if you're gonna say what was just on my mind. Go on, let me hear.
So like a lot of the time, these shops have to deal with nitties.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And what
So-
do you,
And
you
that
are
is exactly
not,
Peckham is that place.
You are
Yeah.
not
Okay?
strangling no niggas.
That's the
now.
No,
place,
hear me
though.
out. Hear me
Go
out.
on,
No,
go
no,
on.
Yeah.
like, I'm just saying, you have to deal with nitties a lot. So, a lot of the time, people remove the side of dealing with these nitties because you know when they're dealing with nitties, even we turn a blind eye. Do you
I
feel
get
me?
that.
They could strangle a nitty little more, but we won't really say anything because it's a nitty.
Well, I don't know about
Whether
you.
they're
I mean,
black
I
or
would.
white.
I
That
would,
means
because that's
it's
still
a
mad.
Just
That's still
think
crazy.
objectively with me for a
Okay.
I
second.
get what you're trying to say.
I'm not talking about
hearing
I
us.
know what you
I'm not
mean.
talking about us three.
Yeah,
No, I
you're
know,
just
but I'm
talking
just
about
trying
in
to
general.
let
Yeah,
you guys
people
know.
give it
Like,
a blind eye.
if
It's
it's
a
a
nitty, man.
nitty,
Yeah, I know what
it
you
will be
mean.
given a blind eye.
Yeah.
But if it's actually somebody that's not a nitty,
Yeah,
that's
then
when it becomes a
matters.
problem.
Yeah, I get you.
But then that's where the confusion comes for these workers. That's what I'm saying. Because these workers are dealing with these people that's trying to teeth all day as well.
That's true.
And people that's trying to walk
Well,
out
then,
with
do you know
True.
what? I'm sorry.
true,
Get
but-
some security.
Like, they are the security.
Get some security.
No,
What, you think
you
you can
can't
be
be
the
security.
shopkeeper, the
You can't be
manager? That's the one thing with them as well. You listen. They're so like I don't even want to say.
You can't be
Let me
security.
stop saying they. But my thing is, I've realized it's a pattern. They want to be They want to play every role.
Yeah.
And you can't.
Every role. You just cannot. You can only be one thing. Maybe two at max. But what are you doing trying to be
Why-
security
why
and be the person behind the till?
Why didn't he get arrested?
And then you want to be the one that's in the
Why
stock
didn't
room
he get
too.
arrested then?
Like, what are you
Did he
doing?
not get arrested?
No.
I don't know because sometimes police can be very silly.
Well,
Don't know why he didn't get arrested too, but the first thing they're going to look at is
security
she done
and it
something.
worked.
He played
He
security
played-
and
and
it
that's
worked.
mad
And that's how he
because-
plays
do you-
security.
and do you know what's
I
so
wouldn't-
mad? Do you know what
should I
pisses
be
me
me?
off?
And if someone had never got
I
that
should have
camera,
been-
Nah, but
no
do
one
you
would
know
have been
what?
outside there.
And
I
but do you
don't
know what
know,
pisses
no.
me off
That kind
about
of shit
that?
could have happened all the time.
They're playing security, but there's people that actually sit down, do security courses, pay a bag of money to become
you're right,
security.
you're
And
right.
So why
you're
don't you let
just
one of them in?
there-
I always think about this, Shireen.
Like-
They're lacking. They're always like, you don't have it. So why don't you try? Like, even though I know a lot of people want to go stand up in a
It's
bloody
true, but
front of a hair shop, but it's
it is
something.
what
I'm
it
pretty
is,
sure
it's
you can
some-
get someone.
I was
Do you
just
think-
about to
There's
say
someone
that.
that
Do
would
you
want to
think,
do
yeah,
what
it.
it
as much
is.
as we're saying, cool, let's get black shops. Do you think black shops will treat people better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I
what
do.
way?
I
Of
do.
course.
So if someone's
Completely.
teething
Because I
in the
feel
shop-
like we get a lot of.
Oh, if someone's thieving from the shop.
Yeah.
I feel so.
I
Yeah,
don't-
especially
I
if
don't
it's.
think- I'm
What
not
do you mean?
gonna
What
lie,
are we gonna do? Go and come back
I
and
don't
strangle
feel
them?
like I was just about to say that. I don't. I can't see a black person strangling
Well,
down.
it's not like let's not say.
I can't. Not strangling
Let's not say
down.
because you know there's some
Might
crazy
beat
black
them up,
people. There's some crazy black
fighting.
people. She said you might beat them up.
No,
I get
no,
what you're
no,
trying to
not
say
might.
though.
Like, but beat them
It's
up.
so
But I
true.
just
It's
can't.
still a
I
different
can't
way. It's still a
picture-
different
It's
way,
a different
even though
way.
that's not right.
It's a different way.
There we
If
go.
someone's thieving from a black person's shop, you know they're getting beat. Of course, I get it.
But I'm like, but what do you
but-
mean? Because what we're thinking about, I feel like when
No,
it comes to
as in,
small
like-
shops, they feel like they can get away with stuff.
No,
like that.
as in like, say
'Cause
for
I'm just thinking
example, that was owned by a bag of Jamaicans.
Yeah.
And she pulled the same move that she did.
Mhm.
How would the Jamaicans
Probably
react?
the same
Yes.
way.
Well,
Yeah.
Probably
I
they
get
probably
it,
will beat her up. Like you
yes,
said.
that's what I said.
They
Beat
still
her
don't
up.
make
I
it
just
okay.
can't see
Like
you
that is not
strangling
okay.
her down to
I
the
just said
ground
it's
though.
okay.
I know,
can't.
but it just makes me so mad. Like, are you
They will
good?
beat her.
Do you
They
think
will beat her,
someone's
but
gonna want to like? Are you
strangling is
good?
different. Like you, are you?
Because it's
that-
making
if
me
it's
now
your-
want to go down to Peckham
No,
and check
but
uncle.
the
Like,
way-
uncle, alright.
What
Like,
do you mean the kind of beating
Uncle,
that
this is
they'll
what you're
get
keeping up with in your
Yeah, I
house.
know what you mean. It's a wussera, but it's
I'm glad you say it. You better
It's
yeah,
a
it was
wussera beating democracy.
Exactly, it's true, but
It's just the way this looks. This looks mad to
It
me.
look- and,
I went like this. I thought, fucking hell, like.
She didn't go down.
you should have just let
kill
a
her.
female deal
Don't
with it.
kill
Maybe
her,
it might have been a
sorry.
little bit different. Why don't you get one of the females behind the thing to come? Maybe because they wouldn't get her. Like
She
they
got
knew
the
that
better of
she-
him though. She got the better of him.
I don't. Huh?
She got the better of him.
Where?
Do you
Where?
think so?
What did
Did you see how tall the guy was compared to her?
you get what I'm
After she was
saying? She-
All trapped in
licking
one
it with a
big
thing.
With a basket.
Yeah, because I'm gonna lick you with a thing right now. You're really
that's-
strangling me.
that's
Regardless
all
if you're
she can
like
do.
choking, but your
She's-
hands
and
are around
he's
my neck. I feel
big.
claustrophobic right now.
He's big and she was proper like.
Anyway, anyways,
Stop
we're done
it,
with them,
don't worry.
cuz he knows
Yeah.
what he done was wrong. And I'm just hoping that that's not you keeping up with in the house, because honestly, I feel sorry for your wife. I actually feel sorry for your
But
wife. That is
every action
weird
has
ass
consequences.
100%.
So my thing is, as long as the consequences are good enough for him,
Good.
But, so you feel like he's gonna do it again?
If they're
he's
good
gonna do it
enough.
again.
Find him though.
Simple.
Anyways, I'm moving on because I can't
Yeah,
even.
like,
I can't
yeah.
even. But yeah, really want to tell them what our main topic is. Oh, makes me so
Yes.
angry.
So, what I do want to talk about, let me get it out.
Oh, get it out, get. But that didn't sound right.
Let
But
me
okay,
get-
let's go.
So basically,
How can I?
So we saw something on X, aka Twitter, and the Shade Borough that was referencing to family stability. So it says here, family stability is one of the major keys to financial wealth. My brothers, this is embarrassing. I need us to do better. Well, we're just gonna insert the video right here so that you guys can look at it and then come back to us.
So what's a big question? You've got 1 second. You've got kids. You your baby mum.
No, my mother, my child.
No, why is he asking? Why is he throwing you? Wait. Okay, how old your kid?
14 weeks.
14 weeks. What your baby mum? Hey, Joe. You your baby mum? No. Oh. Hey, your baby. How come though? Why is that? No. Come on, brother. Why is this?
He's with his though. That's a big question. Yeah, but why though?
Come on, different generation.
Jay, what was your reason? I wasn't in a relationship with him in the first place. Yeah, my thing is.
You have to remember, so there's a lot of kids out here that their parents are not living together, you know. That's a mad issue. That's why the kids of today are tapped. Trust me. I have 10 men and only one of them do their baby mum.
So, what was your opinions on that?
Right, that video. Cool. When I saw it, I saw the caption. It said 1 out of 10 people. 1 out of 10 out of the friends is still with their baby mom. They're together basically.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I thought, let me watch this video properly because clearly it was a group of friends. They were out. There was like 10 of them, and one guy decided to get up and ask all of these friends like, "Are you with your baby mom?"
Yes, yeah.
Like went across the room, and it was so crazy how it drew my attention that
1 out
I was
of
just
10.
hearing no, consecutively, no. One came and he was like, yeah, and then after that he asked, what's your reason? Like, why are you not with your baby
there's
mom?
one guy that was like 14 weeks. The baby was like 14 weeks or something. Isn't
What?
It? Yeah, if you listen to the video. Like,
See, I didn't even.
Wow, I
it was
didn't
just
hear
like I was
that
just
part.
getting the bits that was like really.
Yeah, sticking out to you.
I heard, and the guy was like basically, one of them was like, he was like, why wasn't you with your why wasn't you with your baby mom kind of thing? And he's like, oh, we were never together kind of thing. He was going around asking each and every one, but their all of their like reasons were basically all the same.
Yeah.
They were so similar to me, and it's kind of like we weren't together, and it just really like I can't say really hit a nerve, but it kind of did because I'm sitting there and I'm like,
100%.
as a female, what do you mean you wasn't together? And I know stuff happened, right? Stuff happened. But what do you mean by, like, I'm like, did you guys meet up? Was it a one night stand? Was it just something that you guys were linking at first? Because that's the only way that I can think about it. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? I'm just thinking, maybe because
Are we
I
in-
don't have a child right now.
Are we in 1957?
No, but maybe because I don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're not in 1957. Female, we like that. We love the, this is my man.
Yeah.
2-parent household. I'm
Do you
going to
know
have
what?
I
Like
want
you
my,
said-
my person to be in the
Do
household
you know what,
with me.
Key?
What?
Like you said, yeah, I do understand things happen.
Yeah, things happen. That's
and
what
whatever.
it is.
But me personally, now I'm going to talk for myself. Me personally, there is no way on earth that I am carrying somebody's child who I don't really know. It's not going to happen.
But people
We
doing
are about
it.
to be with.
It's happening.
But
We
you
are
shouldn't
going to
sleep
be.
with someone that you don't.
Well, then don't do it.
But that's
Do you
my
get
thing.
it?
But it's
I'm
clear- 'cause
not.
this is,
I'm
now we're
not
seeing
about
the
to carry
statistics, if that's
someone's
the right
child
word.
that I don't know. I'm about to be locked in with you for life,
yeah.
and I just met you.
But people
What?
don't- they're not
That
thinking
is
like that.
mad.
They're not thinking
I
like
just
that.
feel like no, people are not. But I just think that
It's crazy.
that to me, if we have a choice,
That's
I feel
it's
like
the
that
choice
is
part.
crazy.
If we
Like,
have a choice, then please.
But you know,
like,
what? People don't
why would you?
associate sex with breeding anymore.
What? Say
and
that
it's
again.
mad. That's
People don't
even
associate
that,
sex
even that
with
is
breeding.
stupid.
They don't.
No.
Why?
Because if that was the
Even
case,
that
then
is-
people wouldn't have
even
sex
that's-
all the time with the people they have sex with.
Yeah, it's true,
Like,
but even that's
sex is-
stupid.
I get that, but like, no, come on.
It's
I get.
stupid.
It's just the part. It just doesn't like.
It doesn't
make
make sense.
It just
100%.
yeah. Because maybe because it was coming from a guy, like I don't know. It just sounds like I'm not with my baby mum. It just sounds like okay, what's your reason? And the reasons that we were hearing, it's just like. So this female, she was okay after so long. Like I don't know, everyone's different. Should I say?
Yeah, but-
Everyone is so different. So I don't know. Like,
But at the same time, like, are you not saying that you vet everybody you have sex with?
what do you mean by
What do you
that?
mean?
Like, do you vet them? Do you know what vetting is?
No, can you
Like,
explain?
do you like ask them bare questions? Do you put them through a process?
Whoa, yeah, like what?
You think I'm just gonna be?
everybody that you
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what
Do you know
process is
what's
that?
like? This is
Asking
what
questions, I
want
need
you
to get to
understand.
know
Do you know
you.
what?
What?
Like sex
This
is
is-
something
Like,
spiritual.
I'm like, this is deep.
I'm hearing you, but I'm
No,
saying,
of course
what
you
kind of-
got. When you say vet, just asking questions, like I just need to get to know you.
I'm not just gonna
I think as
lie
females,
down
we're a
with
bit
you.
different. We want to know so much, and guys don't want to share.
No,
Guys just want to
I'm
go
not.
in and they just want to. They don't care about them stuff. That's why you say to
Exactly.
them, sex is just sex.
Yes,
That's the difference.
that's the
Yeah.
difference
That's why he
between
can just sit
males
there and be
females,
like,
100%.
we went together and stuff.
Yeah,
So you
true.
just sex was sex at that time for him.
But
You-
some
But
it's
females
like-
are like that as well.
And some females are that. So that's why
I have to think about
it might
that.
just be okay.
Some
I don't know.
females
So,
are
It's
like
just-
that.
so what religion you lot follow?
What do you mean religion?
What religion?
Like what I'm closer to
Yeah, what-
Christianity,
Yeah,
that's just it.
Okay, so
Christianity.
did you find the guys that you're seeing in church?
No.
No,
No.
I didn't.
No, I know. Well,
Am I
so-
supposed
We
to?
didn't.
No, yeah, you
No,
are.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
are. You're
asking.
supposed
Okay,
to.
minimum
You're,
No,
you're supposed to
no.
in terms of him being a good
I'm
boy.
not right now. I
Oh,
can't.
I
I couldn't
didn't
say
know
I'm a
that.
born again. Is that what they call it? I don't know what.
Like baptized, basically.
I'm not baptized, so should I say that? I
So
can't.
we're,
So
we're
I'm
all,
not.
But we're all out here then on the
I don't want to say
streets.
out here. He said on
No,
the streets. I'm
I'm-
actually at home, but okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean,
Oh, yeah, the
but
streets is
wow,
crazy.
it sounds crazy because the streets is crazy. The streets is crazy.
wild.
It is like they hear
Yeah.
what's going on.
Oh, then go to church.
I mean,
I try.
there's
Shireen goes to church.
listen.
but I'm trying
When
my
I'm
best
ready,
too.
do you know what I mean? I'm trying. I am trying to go to church a bit more. But my thing is, going back to what we said, I don't know. Like I said, everyone's different. I don't know the walks of life that somebody else may have, why they make the decisions that they make.
That's right.
However,
Well, we just can have our opinion. when we
However,
look
me
in from outside
personally,
looking
maybe
in.
it's because it's not even because that I'm a mother. Kira's not a mother. We have the same opinion. We are not about to have somebody's child that we barely know.
No, and it's like even though barely know, it's so
That's
crazy
my
because it's
thing.
like, why is it making us think like the guy barely knows that woman he had sex with? Because he could have been. Do you know what I mean? The guys that was sitting down
Okay,
saying,
yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
we weren't
Yeah,
together.
'cause we
Doesn't
don't
mean
know
he didn't
that.
know
That's
her.
true. Yeah, doesn't
Maybe they
mean
just
that's
were
true.
just
True.
like rocking for a
It's
long
true.
while.
No,
It's
so,
true.
And it could
out of
happen.
10 man, I'm
But
sure
my
that
thing
wasn't
is,
everybody's
oh my gosh,
case.
it's just so unfortunate.
But then,
to
do you
me.
know what? I think
just-
about no, but do you know what I do think about? I think about the guys that don't necessarily want a relationship because they want to be out here and they want to do their thing
Yeah.
sexually.
Yeah.
But they buck up on a girl and they say, "Do you know what? That would be a good mother.
That would be
That's
a mother,
who
that
I
good.
want to
That's who I
carry
wanna
my
be.
child."
That's not how it works.
It doesn't make. Of course they. What are you talking
don't
about?
feel like men do that.
Guy, let me
You
talk
don't.
to you
No,
guys.
I'm just asking.
Guys will
Even
go
though you're a
around.
man, you
They don't want a
feel like men
relationship
do
because we
that.
were speaking about this. They don't
They
want a
don't want a
relationship because you know
relationship.
guys like to be out here.
Well,
They don't
yeah,
want a
that's
relationship,
true.
but they want kids because we were saying that they want children.
Yeah.
They want to be because a lot of guys want to be out here for the rest of their lives.
So
They
you
don't have
think-
no
do
plans
you
of
think-
settling
you
down.
think-
They don't
do
have
you
no
think-
plans of getting married. Give me a second.
Sorry.
No plans of getting married or nothing like that. So they will see something say like along the way, I'm not gonna make my time go. My time is ticking. I want to have children, but I'll find someone that I rock with, someone that might have the same mindset as me that don't mind not getting in a relationship. Because you know that's the difference with females. We will start off like, okay, we're not in a relationship, whatever. Then we after a while gradually get into a relationship.
Yeah.
Guys will just stay like that forever. And my thing is like, for a female, once you start having like intercourse, having sex with that guy, doesn't it change? At
Yeah,
first
of
you'll
course
be
it
like, no, we're
changes.
not in a relationship. But doesn't it change like, okay,
course
now I
it
kind of want to be,
changes.
because what the hell
Your
are you doing?
feelings get
Like, I'm just like,
involved
what are
and
you
all of
doing?
these
Like, I'm
things.
just lost.
It changes.
I'm lost.
Obviously, it changes. Do you know
So
what?
how, I don't know. Life
I'm
doesn't
saying, for one,
happen.
our time ain't ticking.
Your time ain't ticking. 'cause
What do you mean, guys?
we're
You
now
guys time
man.
is ticking. Do you guys think that you guys are
That's why
going to
you
be
feel. That's why you
12
feel like
forever?
that.
Sorry, 12. That
No,
makes
but I'm
sound
saying
weird.
we can have babies for
Okay. Okay, but I'm just what I.
forever.
Okay.
Is that
what
how you guys
I
really
know,
think?
But this is what
No,
I'm.
we can though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clearly,
but I
because
know
we see
you can, but you guys, there
80
are
plus men having pitney like
there
that.
are some
Anyways, I'm
men
not
who
saying
are
that
very
that's good that you can have a
particular.
child, but wow.
Not every man, and I was saying
Granddad.
this earlier. That part.
Well, yeah.
I was saying.
So, who do you think wants to have babies more, men
What,
or
the,
women?
the men or women?
Men.
Are you serious?
Something's telling me men. I don't know why.
That's not.
Like, what?
No.
You know that men. Shireen, what do you think? Sorry.
I feel like it's a bit of both.
No, I feel like it's
not a bit
men.
of both.
I
What
feel
do you
like
think?
it's a bit of
Like
both.
some men want. There's men that don't mind having children,
Yeah.
but who do you think wants babies more?
Not because we
feel
can
like it's
carry
a
it.
bit of
No,
both.
no.
I feel like it's a bit
I
of
feel like
both.
okay. Let's say a bit of both, maybe.
I do feel
Because
like it's a
females,
bit of both.
a lot of females,
Some
like
girls
most,
do
it's not even a lot of
yearn
females.
for
Percentage
babies.
wise.
Most people, yeah, most people.
I feel like
But a lot of guys
I feel
do.
like
They, I don't
50-50.
actually know a guy that really doesn't want kids. I've never
Me
heard of.
neither.
I don't want
I
any
don't-
kids.
me
Excuse me.
neither.
It just sounds so strange to
I've
me.
never
What?
heard of that.
You don't know men that don't want kids.
And I don't know a guy that don't have kids like that. Maybe if they're young, does that make sense?
I don't know
Maybe
men
if they're
that
young,
have
but
kids.
no, I don't
Well,
know.
do you know what? I will say I do know some men that don't want kids, but it's a small percentage, just like the women.
Do you know what their reason
Just
may
like
be?
the women. I don't know. I have no clue. But
Because I'm actually never
some
met a
people
guy
just
that
don't
says, "Oh, that
want
yeah,
kids."
that's
No,
crazy.
I have. I've met guys that say they don't want kids and women.
Oh, just no. There's guys that don't want kids and guys that don't have kids, and there's guys that got bare kids.
Yeah, that part. But then you go into that. Guys that's got bare kids. I want to talk about like the men who are actually bougie with their penis and they don't just want to give it out to everybody. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like the men who aren't.
Is that a man?
What? The men who are bougie.
Jay, please, can you just not tick the top? What do you mean? Is that a man?
That a
Well,
man?
if you don't distribute your penis like it's a piece of
I
cake,
didn't say it'd be a whore.
that's
Yeah,
a
but this is
horror.
what I'm talking about.
No, there's a difference.
It's a horror.
There's a middle ground.
What
No,
kind of
okay,
middle ground?
cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
fine.
cool. I understand what you're
No,
saying.
you tell me no. What's the middle ground?
I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like it's
There's a middle
very.
ground.
There's no middle
It's
ground.
unattractive.
It's not.
to me. Let me talk for myself.
sis,
Yeah,
please, because then when I come after you, I'll
I'm about
just
to talk
roll
for
off on you.
myself.
Go on.
It's very unattractive to know that a man has just been everywhere. Like some
Everywhere?
girls, I've seen memes. Some woman fear dream about you and don't get you.
That happens.
And that's just what it is. No,
I don't
but
think it happens much. They're so like,
no,
oh,
I know
you
that
want
there's
me, you
some
want a
men
piece of
that's
me,
like
you
that,
this, like,
bougie
yeah.
with their self and bougie with their
not bougie.
dignity.
But that's how we
No,
put
but
it.
that's how I put it.
We're females. You
That's how
might
I put
say
it. What do
you mean bougie?
selective. You as a guy might say, I might be
Oh,
selective with the
selective.
female.
Okay,
Like,
Because
who
you know
gives
there's
a-
some
you're not
men,
selective.
Because
they
You guys are
love
just
sex
giving it
so
out
much, they
majority.
will just give it out to every Mary,
Yeah.
Jada,
And most of them are.
Do you get it?
Because you know why? It's like it boosts their ego. Oh, I can actually get that
Oh,
girl.
yeah,
I can get
let
her.
me
I can
just-
get her.
But
Well,
you're
I
not
can,
selective.
like,
That-
You are making me
sis.
literally.
Not like
You are
today.
making me
Do
feel
you know what it is?
sick.
I believe, yeah. I
Please.
honestly believe, yeah. And I'll tell you, I'll give you a little insight. If a man can do that, he can't fuck.
No,
If a man
I
can
don't
do what?
agree.
If he
I'm
can
sorry.
get, if he can sex,
Any girl that he
Oh, okay, I thought you meant selective. Oh, sorry,
If he
okay.
can keep, and no one goes crazy on him.
Say that again. When you say keep.
Okay.
Let me
If he-
understand it because I need to.
So what he's basically trying to say is, if a man can just get any girl, anytime, whatever, and no girl is coming back to him with problems,
Yes.
he can't. He's not
sexy
good in.
shit.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
not
that
good in
makes
bed,
sense.
Basically, is what
Yeah.
he's
Okay,
saying.
that makes a little
Because
sense.
The whole thing of man being able to slap, and it's a fun time. Yeah. There'll be a young age where you do that and you realize, and then there'll be an older age where you do that and you realize, and you realize, oh, everybody's crazy. Okay, but that's only if you touch them a certain way. You don't touch them a certain way, then you can keep going. And then do you know what them same girls that you're going through will tell you,
Done.
Is that how it works?
yeah, that's why you can keep going.
Okay.
That's the only reason why the guy can keep going through.
I just think it's just sad. And the thing is, in the younger generation, when it comes to
disgusting
guys,
as
it's
well,
like their thing is, because you know how it is. Once you start having sex as a young man, it's like, like how many, why are we racing to the end of the fucking finish line? What the fuck? You better mind you don't finish. Because where are you going right now?
Do you get
no,
it?
that's how the guys are looking at it. Like, it's just crazy to me. Why is it so different? The double standard. And I'm not saying because no, we don't. What females? We're not trying to be out here like that. But my thing is, why is it fine for a guy? We look at okay, yeah, I've had sex with so many girls. Like, it's not attractive. Maybe once upon a time, girls will be
But
like.
it's the same reason.
Very
because-
unattractive.
Younger girls will be attracted to that because they're like, oh yeah, no, like there's
He
something
gets
there.
girls.
He gets girls. There's
He's
something there. But as you
this.
get older, it's like,
He's
nah,
that.
babe.
No, exactly. As you get older,
No,
but
baby.
Also, you'll be like, do you know what you're doing?
Had penis. Sorry,
That
pepper
part.
penis upon everybody.
Do you even know what you're doing?
Do you know what you're doing as a woman?
And-
Because if you know what you're doing as a woman, you're alright, you know. But a lot of women don't know what they're doing. They
It's
just-
true,
they
and that's
just
why
give
they're
it
just
up.
all over the blood clot place.
Give it up, Raven next week.
Over the
Give it up,
trigger.
Raven next week.
Not the Raven next week.
Yeah, yeah. Pum, pum,
But that's a bit insanity.
Sorry, I just clocked
It's
what
a
you
bit
said.
insane to
He said
me.
giving up Raven next week. Giving up.
Yeah, and like, you know, I can understand that. Clay, you didn't even need to explain it.
Yeah.
Friday come again, Saturday come again,
Yeah.
next week come again. Like, what on earth, Sheree?
That's
Ask,
demonic.
ask the people that slept.
Yeah, that's a whole different. That's
actually-
just so
that's-
taking your.
But the
that's
reason why
actually demonic.
they might look pretty in that, but then you ask the people that slept with them, what's wrong with that? Tell you that pom pom stinks and stuff. So
God
I'm
forbid.
saying
Can
there's
you
things like
imagine?
this. I'm telling you, there's all these different things that what.
But then, babes, chill.
That's right.
Sister, chill. You should not to be there next week. You should stay at home and try and sort it out. What the fudge is going on? And you're still spreading it wide. And also them to learn, reading them to learn. What are you talking about?
It's
Joy?
true, and do you know what's so mad?
But I know it's real because you know how people.
Do you
Shereen.
know what's so mad? Like, I'm literally just
God.
having like a little flashback from where I used to work. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Shereen.
Yeah.
I'm having a little flashback. And
Something like that.
Yeah. Fish
Obviously, I don't. Oh,
Fish Fridays.
It was mad.
Not even
it's
that,
Not
it's
even
just
that.
like the
It's
things
the
that
things.
people do.
It's the things that you
It's
would.
the things that
It's
they
you that knows the
do.
things, you know, Shereen. It's you that knows the things as the you was. It's crazy what
it's
you tell
the
me because
things
I'm like,
that
what are you
people
talking
do.
about?
I'm like, what? Literally,
True.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
So I understand what you're
did
saying.
you just
It's
say
so
to
true.
me? Like, it's
Oh my
mad.
God.
People are really like, and do you know what? Like, obviously, I don't know if it's my Christianity kicking in or
Standards.
because I believe in God.
Standards.
Believe in
It's
God.
just standards.
Plus
No,
that.
but I just feel like too
Standards
many
plus that.
body, like too
Standards
much.
plus that. Too many
That's what it
standards
is.
plus that.
But it's
Standard
like-
plus that.
'Cause
and
what's got-
morals
God-
and principles.
Morals and principles.
They
Love
come,
it all.
they come from
That's
what you practice, innit? Like
That's
even if
it.
it's your family and they're like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, if there's someone that'll tell you don't do that. But that's why if you notice with the different culture of maybe the English culture, they're a bit freer with their culture, so they can go to Ibiza and do
And
whatever.
you're not even thinking about flipping HIV. Pregnancy is one thing. I'm thinking about.
Like just a bag of things. Like,
I'm thinking about you
not
can get
IB
stung
for
and be
going.
stung forever.
They're
But
not-
why are they so?
Thinking.
And let me stop saying that.
Like-
Why are people so like
Free.
comfortable to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go on holiday and I'm because we see it. The first thing that pops into my head was them kind of Geordie Shore and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're just gonna lips there. You're just gonna lips. You're just gonna kiss. You're just gonna like what?
And do you know what? Bouncing off of that, do you know what I saw? And it just blew my whole mind. It was Portugal Big Brother. I don't know if
Okay.
you guys
Never
have
heard of that
seen
one.
that.
Mm.
Right. So I'm sure it was Portugal. And this girl was just like literally sexing down the whole place.
Shireen, I love the way she put it. She said there's sexing
She's
down
just
the whole
sexing down the
place.
whole place, and while she's flipping, getting a little back as she's holding the man in front of her, and then the next man got
She's
his-
holding the candle in front of her.
No, the man. She's
man's candle?
No. She's just holding the next man's hand. This is what I'm. No, just holding
Well,
by.
she's getting beat down, yeah.
She's holding him while she's getting a little back
So
as, and
he's
then
just watching.
and then she moved to the next side and got another back as.
Okay.
And I just thought to myself,
What
this
on earth?
is absolutely like this is mental.
It's madder than badder than.
But
What
do you know
the
what?
fuck?
You just- that's two souls in 2
but that's-
seconds.
no,
Do you know
but
what that means?
That's our culture.
said
though.
Two souls in 2 seconds.
No,
Do
but
you
that's
know what
our
I mean?
culture. You got to remember, within certain cultures, yeah, in other countries as well, they're very free with sex. Like even Brazil, Portugal, like Germany, all them places, they're very free with sex. So
Okay.
I just don't think
they'll
that's
have sex in their
good.
adverts and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go
I
out.
just don't think
Oh,
that's
okay.
good. Like
Yeah.
I
I
genuinely
feel like
just,
sex should be a little bit more private when it comes to stuff like that. What do you mean, like
Do you know
in
what?
their adverts?
There's some people that as much as people say that they believe in certain things, yeah, everyone's got different inhibitions.
Yeah,
Because I've
that's
seen
part true.
girls that are jealous of hoes.
Why would you be? Why? Anyways, let's Jay. Move
do you
on.
know what? No, I get it.
Why? Because
I
of the
get
way
you.
that they just so free
I
with
get you.
themselves
No,
and just
because
don't
of the
give a
attention
crap
that they
about.
get. Because men love hoes. That's why. And you want that attention.
But it's like for
baby
the wrong
girl,
reasons.
fine.
It's so sad, right? Because why are you
Right.
gonna be jealous for someone that's getting
Do you
attention
know
for the
what's
wrong
so
reason?
mad?
And I
know-
saw something the other day as
I
well
actually
with that
know
girl. Did you
someone
see
like
that girl that
That's
posted?
so-
You know someone like that?
That's yeah. It's
No,
sad.
that doesn't sound good. I don't want to be
telling you.
get the
It's
attention for
sad.
the. I don't want to get the wrong attention. What do you mean?
But even you got to remember, like, even if you know how to kind of pattern yourself, yeah, there'll be people that are jealous of you because you get attention.
That part, I'm a
Yeah.
fine with that.
Yeah.
I'd rather you jealous
for
of
the
me
right
because of the
reason,
women or
for
the
the right
pattern myself.
reason, yeah.
Then that's crazy. That is just wow.
Yeah. It's so crazy. You say that and just someone just pops into my head. I'm like, yeah, it's so true.
Well, that's just
Just jealous. Like you're jealous for the wrong reasons. Why do you want this
Yeah.
attention that this girl gets? Do you
And it's
know
not
what?
even- do you know
do
what
you
she's
know what they're
doing?
saying about her? Do you know what I mean? And do you know what it is? It's so mad because at the end of the day, no one cares. And I think that's my motto. At the end of the day, do what you do, live
Do
how
what
you're
you're
living.
doing. Yeah, I
Nobody
get that.
cares. But I feel like it's a bit more of a, yes, no one cares. But I don't know. I'm not gonna choose to be, and I'm not knocking anyone's like in work, career or anything. But I don't know. I'm not gonna choose to be a nude porn star because I actually do care about what people say. When
No,
it
I
comes
understand what
to
you
my
mean. I get
dignity
you.
and when it comes
It's
to
just so-
not like I care what people say in that way,
that's
but
another
I
confidence
do
on
care.
on another level.
It is.
Like I'm trying to
Like I do care. I
Like-
do. Like and I think the other side of it is that like me and my body is private. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm like that as well. Certain stuff has to be private because I'm like, if the
it's
world
private,
sees
it's
it, then
intimate. Like,
there's-
what do I have to
no-
lose?
you might as well just
Everybody- you
spread
might
it
as well-
out for
yeah,
everyone.
you might as well.
That's how I
But
see
do you know
it.
what? These conversations are important because that's not what people are hearing, and young girls are not hearing this.
They need to hear it. Please
No,
don't
you
be
need
because
to
it's not
hear it.
cute. And even little stuff like
private.
I want to talk about. You know because young girls when you're getting older, you learn. But when you're at a young age, you'll start sending like little pictures and stuff to your guy. It might not even be your guy. It's someone that you're
Yeah.
seeing. You're sending pictures and nudes and what on
Please.
earthy are you doing,
Yeah.
baby?
Nudes.
Scoot and come because these guys you don't know them. Like, let's be
Like,
serious. Like,
that part.
it takes a while to really know and trust
That
someone.
part.
Like, you can't just be, because people do it. Like, I still don't understand it up until today. I'm 26 and I still haven't done
I
it.
was just about
What
to
do you
say
mean
that.
you're taking a nude?
And I
What,
don't even
where?
want to get
One
into
thing that's
it.
good-
Unless it's on my
Never.
phone and I'm showing you from my phone. Like, yeah,
but
you can find this.
one thing that's good about that is that you can go jail for that now.
Like, yes, you should go jail
If you
for
put
that
someone's
now.
pictures out now and all that, you can go jail for that.
Yeah,
But
because
you know
it's
what?
just...
Yeah, it's
But
true.
do you know what?
It's true.
There's a side of it where, again, like, you can't tell people not to do them things, innit? 'Cause
No, you
Well, you
can't.
can't tell
because
people not to do
You
nudes.
can see
You can't do it
people.
Well, I can give you my advice. You know that. Do you know I can give you my advice? And what I'm gonna tell you is, if you do it, as long as you want it to be all over the place, then
Yeah.
fine, do it,
Yeah,
babes.
yeah,
Do it,
yeah.
babes.
Literally.
Then let's see how you think about it then, because it's not a joke.
Literally.
You might think it's under the wraps for a little bit, and after a while, you do something comes out. You don't even need to do nothing to these
Yeah,
men.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just want to look a bit of money or something.
I was
You
gonna
and
say
them
that.
doing a
I
little
was gonna say the
sex
same thing
something.
you was gonna say, but you said
There
it.
we go.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's like,
Do it. Go on, do
if
it.
you want to do it.
Do it.
At this
you know
point,
what,
But
like-
know what's coming.
but know that there's consequences.
That's
to
literally what I was
that
gonna
shit.
say. Like,
Like now it's so crazy because you can just see people's news for $5.99.
Whoa, it's a CD.
So yeah, I mean you can
Shereen,
actually see them for $5.99.
what do you mean by $5.99?
Like
Oh, the subscriptions.
Yes, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans and all of these
Yeah.
things.
So what
is it, £6
Back in the
Shereen?
day- Yeah, you can actually
Shut
see
up.
people, even
yeah.
$1.99.
£6
Like,
shoes.
Wait, pause.
Back
Pause,
in-
pause, pause. Just pause. Wait. So you're telling me, it's not even you're telling me, because if we can see people's news for free, why the fuck are they not going to see it for £6?
Of
Do you
course.
get it?
Why am I
Do you
acting
get
so
it? Like,
surprised?
I remember like back in the day when we was in school, what if your video got leaked and you was doing anything crazy, you want to wear a hoodie for the rest of your life?
Yeah,
But
for sure.
But you know you got.
Do you know how sad you wanted to sink into
swallow
the
you.
ground?
But you know
What?
people are
Even
smart
if it was
though.
your nipple and your face.
Some
Your-
people-
Even if-
Even if it was that.
I remember one girl, sorry, in school, I'm sorry to cut you.
Even if it was that.
Her thing went out. I don't know what it was. Why am I chatting about the people? But if you know you, you know you. Bro, I'll never forget in school, and we kept on calling. No, let me shut up. And then, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep,
All I'm gonna say is
that's it.
plantain chips. Shereen?
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna say, guys, if you know, anyways, fast forward to what I was saying.
No, it's
but
true.
yeah, but
I
if
just
you're,
wanted to-
it's crazy. Back in the days, it used to be like, if your news were out, it's the end. You just
Nah,
might as well
you're
just go home and
done
hide forever, because and nowadays
100%.
it's just
It's
if
just
it's out,
like
it's
the
out.
norm.
Do you know what it is? These
If it's
days,
like that.
we live in a time where that's last week's news.
It's so true.
Oh my
Do you know what I'm
God.
saying? It's so true, because I saw something.
You got 1 week of being
Hold on.
feeling like.
Yeah, it's true. And
And
then,
by next
right,
week, yeah,
right.
if you're still talking about it, you're the one still talking about it.
do you get it?
Because you know what,
everyone's
you
moved
should
on.
tell people that was last week news.
Except the last few who are gonna cancel you forever.
No,
But yeah, I
no,
know
but they
what you mean.
can't, because no, you're trying to overly cancel me.
Oh, yeah,
You're
it's
doing
true, and now
you're doing a
the
personal thing, like wow,
I know
like
what
you're
you
alright.
mean. I know
You,
what you mean.
you could actually tell them
It's so
yourself,
mad
like,
that you-
are you alright? You're
yeah.
taking me a bit too personally,
Yeah.
because that was last week's news.
Not last week's news. Okay, cool. That's true. That's very true. I know my business, so I true though. Okay. True before they say, why are you so
No,
invested?
but you know what's so
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause you know they're coming with that something.
Do you know what? It's
But I'm
so
just
mad.
like, you know my
Every-
opinion.
It's true because everybody is just gonna. It's true. Like the news is just gonna move on. I even saw something today on Tiny Boost's profile thing and story. Sorry, and he was basically talking about alien corpses were found in Mexico. And then
Okay.
he was basically like, it's so mad because like. We find this out now, and then next week we're just starting to a sake like
Yeah.
somebody didn't find alien corpse in Mexico.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but
Seconds ago.
what should we do with the alien corpse in
No,
Mexico?
but it's like it's just the
No,
fact
but
that
that's
the
what we are-
news,
that's what I like now.
big things will happen, and
listen to what you
people
just
just
said.
don't give a.
I know what I
Don't
know
give
what
a
I just
crap.
said, Jay.
Yeah.
But what are we gonna do with the alien corpse in
You're-
Mexico? Should we
you're-
bring them to the lab and
No,
see if
you're
there's
right,
more
but I'm
somewhere?
saying, don't you see what we've turned into?
No, I get what you're saying. It's just
I'm like you.
new-
Don't
I
get
know,
me-
I get what you're trying to
But I'm
say.
saying,
You're
do you see
saying.
what
You
we've
did
turned
say
into?
that. You did
Yeah,
say
I'm
that.
just
It's
giving-
yesterday's
I'm
news.
just giving
It is
you an
yesterday's
example.
news.
Yeah, but it is.
It's true.
It is.
So what?
It's yesterday.
Nowadays, yeah, like we at first we're like, oh my god, yeah, give it a few hours and it's died all the way
Is that
down.
what- yeah.
Tomorrow's new news that came out.
Yeah,
No.
Because I remember I was
Yeah,
thinking to
go have a
myself.
drink, let's say,
yeah,
yeah.
no, 100%. I remember when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, that is mad. And then it's like an hour later, I'm playing
Sis.
basketball with my
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
Like.
It's mad.
like
Yeah,
I
news really
didn't-
just
yeah,
it
it just registered and it just.
for a little while.
We've been
Like
through too much.
We have.
What are you talking about?
We've been through
We've
too
been
much.
through
We're
blocks getting
traumatised
burned
at
down,
this point.
Grenfell.
Take anything too
We've been
seriously
through
at this point.
pandemic where we can't go out.
That's so
yard.
crazy. I never
We've
looked
been
at it like
through
that.
all these things. We're slightly.
Yeah, 100%.
it's true.
Well,
And they're
is it?
telling us that
Yeah.
Jesus is coming
All
soon.
right,
too,
so what's
we might. Do you know what I mean? There's too much Jesus is
I've
coming soon.
seen
Apparently,
so
most time them tell
much.
Mr. Jesus I come.
It's true until it
Oh, the
comes
thing is
down.
burning down. Jesus is coming. And I'm just like, okay, so we
Yeah.
might as well. So I get what you mean. We've actually been through too much.
still going on though, yeah?
Oh my god, this is life. What did God put us on this world to do? He put us on this earth to live life. It's so true because what,
just
like,
to live life
honestly,
and to live our life at this point.
Yeah.
And this
It's
is why
true,
I said,
our life is
it's
very
so mad,
key.
and this is why it goes back to like no one cares anyway.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's true.
But at the same time, you know,
No one
everyone
cares,
does.
but we
No,
care. Does
yes.
that make sense?
At the same
They
time,
care, but
everyone
they
cares.
don't. Like, because it is yesterday's news after a while. That's so true.
It
That's
is.
why ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. It really is. I never really understood that phrase when I was
When
younger.
you was younger, but yeah,
you
you
see
understand
now,
it so much now. It's just so like transparent.
Ignorance is really bliss.
Mhm.
Like, can you imagine those that live without the internet, tablets, iPhones? Listen, do you think they don't think ignorance is
You got
bliss?
opinion.
It's
That's what
so
I
crazy
would
because
say.
I was gonna say like,
It really is.
no, let me just shut up.
No,
These
say
people
it,
gonna be
say
like,
it,
shut
say it,
up,
man. You've
man.
been doing it too much.
No. I was gonna say it's like the people that live without iPhones, but let me be quiet. I'm not saying anything. I was just like, what was you talking about? I mean, stop being silly. Did I forget about my cousins in Jamaica? Like, do they all have
No,
iPads and
yeah,
iPhones?
they
Kira,
do.
shut
That
the
They
fuck up.
probably do though.
So
No,
acting
that
like,
part.
not all of them. Some
No,
of
you-
course, some of them do, but I'm
You should be
saying,
surprised when
or
you guys.
people
Some
in
of them
Jamaica,
don't.
not everybody
Like,
don't.
why
They
have
can't
you got-
afford
Why have
it.
you got a new iPhone to me? Like,
I know it's so crazy though.
No, it's true.
And that's
It's
another
true.
thing. Let's talk about. I think we spoke about this briefly in one of our things. They think that up here is so lavish. Why do they think that we live here and we're living in a mansion?
Yeah,
that's
for
the
real.
old way of thinking.
I think so. Can we like get that out your mind? Like, no. If anything, you might just be living better than us.
It takes someone that lived there and lives here to say that.
To say that.
That part.
It's true
You
because
know
before I
what?
come here, I thought it was lavish. I thought it was
100%.
like.
I
They
get
said it was the
Do you know
kingdom. They
why?
said it's
Do
the
you know-
United Kingdom. I thought I was coming to the kingdom.
Yes.
Gold.
I thought it was gold.
For real. No, I get it. Do you know why? Because you know where I was. There's a shop that I want to mention that shop. 876 in Herne Hill. Guys.
Oh my God. Yeah,
please
we
go
need to
there. There's
support
it's
them, yeah.
really they got really nice food. Please, you.
It's
won't
like
be
a jerk
disappointed.
centre, guys.
It's a jerk
though.
centre, yeah.
So don't
Jerk
go there
chicken.
expecting oxtails.
Yeah,
you want
you
that,
just
you can
can't.
go to 127 down
Down
the
the
road.
road.
But
Go to
876 is
Pablo,
where you get a
down
jerk
the
chicken
road.
from.
Yeah, that part.
Definitely.
But I was in 876 and I was talking to the owner. And obviously he's got his shop now and he's like, yeah, I've got land in Jamaica, you know, I've got my family in
Love
Jamaica and my brother. I gave him money to buy a truck
And
to
then
start
the money?
a cooking business.
Yeah.
Not even that. The brother said, oh, well, like, obviously to accumulate more wealth and stuff. And
Yeah.
the brother said, like, you know, well, we're rich anyway. Because he's making money, he said we're rich anyway.
Who said that we're
The
rich?
brother
Is
and
the brother rich or his brother's
No,
rich?
his brother's rich.
How dare he?
He said to him, well, we're rich anyway, so I don't need to do use the truck.
That's
for
the next
anything."
thing in Jamaica as well. They
And I
think
was
that
like,
everybody
is that what he
else's
said
wealth
to
is
you?
their wealth.
I said, is that
No,
what he said
it's
to
not
you?
that,
And he
it's
was
just
like,
that
yeah.
everyone
He was like, it
expects-
is what it is. Like I send money.
Yeah, they
to
expect,
them.
but also, but no,
I
it's not even
spoil
expect
them.
because even it's true, it's expect because even when you now have nothing, they expect.
Yeah, 100%.
It's true, so it's just like, why
You
would
can
you
never be
even?
broke.
How can you expect your brother's wealth to be your wealth? Yeah, you might be a little bit more well off than you was before, but this is not your money.
Yeah.
You say what you want me to work.
The same way that dads will be
Yeah,
like,
no,
I've got the money, but
same
I'm not
man.
gonna spoil my
I'm
child.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Well,
I'm
my-
doing my hustle.
And he said it, and you know what? Because he said that he sends a lot of money back, and he kind of spoils his family. He was like, in a sad way, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, in a sad way, I get it. He was like, I'm about to do a party and drink.
Yeah.
That is it.
Oh,
Not
so,
nails.
so I'm
just
now
party
gonna
and then
sponsor
drink.
your lifestyle, party
No,
and
and-
drink.
That's what we do.
Well, it
like-
is
But
what
that's
it is.
another thing though. Anyways, but when they need to understand that there's also work hard, play hard. Does that make sense? Because a lot of them is just like, okay, because I'm getting the money for free. It's free. They're not working for it. It's just
Yeah.
like, what do you mean you can't
Yeah.
party every day of the week? Like what on
Yeah,
earth?
yeah,
They're at
that's true.
Pasta Monday. It's
Yeah.
Boom Tuesday. It's what Wednesday. No, sir.
You know what?
You need to know something
You
else.
know what happens? Enough people go there on holiday, yeah, and then maybe even if they got heritage there or they got a link there, yeah, and they want to keep the link. So when they're keeping the links, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you're keeping a link somewhere, when they ask you for money, you'll send it for a few times, innit? Yeah. But then when you realise that, right, you're taking me for either.
That part.
It doesn't matter what country.
That
It
part.
could be so I'm a kind of like, but
Whatever.
I'll bless people for a bit.
Of course.
You're asking me for too much.
Yeah,
like,
you will
chill
bless
out.
Yeah,
because you're
like,
not. It's
chill
your
out.
family.
Yeah.
But when you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
like it's actually doing a bit too much, now it's like,
you're doing too much.
yeah,
You're trying to.
calm
are you taking
You're
the
trying
piss?
to be the
or-
big dog
Yeah.
on me. Like,
Yeah, like,
army,
no,
innit?
now you're really trying to scam me.
I'm not stupid, yeah. But if someone hasn't lived there, you see like people that live there. I know enough people that's lived there before that like, I ain't going there on holiday. I'm going to Spain or I'm going this place.
I hear that.
The
so
people
often.
that didn't live
They're
there.
running away from their own hometown because they know what's
they're
gonna
like,
happen
well,
when
if I
they
go
get
back
down
there, it's not even that, yeah.
But I'm sorry.
The people that didn't live there, they're quick to go there. That's the thing. Quick to go
It's
different
too often.
countries.
It's too often.
that
I've been
they
there
didn't
like
live
10
though.
times. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's true, and you still haven't been there twice.
Because you know it's different for
Because
you.
you know it is different.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
So, but the people that have that, it's just a holiday for.
But my thing is as
whether
well,
it's-
why are we scared to say no? Because I even said it to my mum. My mum was
Yeah,
like saying so
yeah.
much stuff. I'm like, Mum, don't kill me. I said, but it's just like, Mum, like, chill. You need to go back home. Because what? No, Kai, when we go back home, I have to bring back this Musunga.
but you
You've
know
been saying this
what?
for years, Mum. But
No.
why do you feel like you got to bring the whole of England back to
Because that's
Jamaica?
what
No,
they
baby.
But
baby.
you know what? Yeah.
Mum, you
I
can
get
do what
it,
you
but
can
we
do.
do-
Do you get what I'm
we
trying to
do
say?
need to
And when I go
Do you know-
back,
but
we
if you're
need
gonna
to
do that,
start
just
saying
don't
no
just go to the
sometimes.
grill then and go and have a like.
I'll link them up on a 1-2 if you want to buy them some food, go out to eat or
Don't even do
whatnot.
that, don't even do
Because you
that.
know it's going to be
Don't even do
bigger,
that,
bigger
yeah.
this and bigger
Don't even do
that.
that. Don't even do that. Because what? You link
Make
them
it-
only one day.
Huh? No, of course not. Because you're not gonna go to your hometown and not see. Because I know when I haven't been there in forever. When I go, I'm gonna want to see. But I'm definitely not gonna just be there. Like I'm not just because I don't want anyone to even take me for an idiot.
No,
either.
100%.
But you got to come.
sorry.
You got to come in a suitcase for them though.
No, I don't.
Do you know what? And it, no,
No, I
not
don't.
all the time.
I do it my way. You
Not all
don't
the
tell me.
time.
It's not no
Not all the
tradition,
Then
and I
don't
don't
go.
need to bring down no barrel.
Don't
I
go.
go my way.
Don't go.
When I come down,
No,
Cousins.
I can't. No, Jay, I'm not gonna lie. I have
whoever
to
else is
disagree
down
with you.
there, I
have to
come down and I
disagree
do
with
what I want
There
to
is
do.
some
You don't tell
people-
me what to do when I come down there.
There are some people.
Or expect me to
that's
come
like
down
that.
with a bag of stuff.
Get you.
No,
lot.
but
If I
there
have
are
something
some
and you
people,
want to
not
take
all of them.
Surrey Street, I'm cutting you.
No, it's fine, sis. I get it. I get what you're saying. But what I will also say is that they're not all like that. That's why.
No, they're not all like that.
All
They're not all like that.
Because I know.
'Cause if
I've
that's
got
the case, then
family,
you really scare the
I've
family
got
away.
friends
You
and
just
stuff
know.
in Jamaica,
But
and
that's why
they
you can't go
don't
for
even
one
ask
day.
me
It's
for
not
one
about-
piece.
It's not about them. It's about like, say for instance, the particular area that you go back to.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
That's
It's
different.
everybody. I know.
If
I've
it's
realised.
selective people, that's different, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you go back to the area that you was born in. It's different. See, when you got you're a
Yeah,
foreigner,
I know
you
what
can
you
go
mean.
back to that area. I can come. I could go back to your area even easier than you.
I know. I get what you're saying, but I feel like this expectation of
Even
us needs
if
to
you
really.
could-
just need to
It needs
cut
to
it.
quit.
I get
Like,
it.
You see,
don't
Kenya-
expect.
I'm
Like,
from-
you
like,
just
my family's
wait.
from
I get
Kenya. You lot can go and enjoy Kenya, the safari, this and that. If I go and do that safari and this and that, and I don't go see my family,
But that's the same thing with us. Do you think we can go down there and not
Yeah,
see
not
our
see our
family?
family.
but
They're gonna hear
that's
about
what
it.
your mum's talking about. That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh, I get, but I'm trying to
I
tell
get it,
them
but
to
we
just
need to quit
mom
it.
and
It's
because I know
true.
so
I
much of them
agree.
think like that. We go
I
there and I
agree.
need to bring a bag of stuff.
can't change
You're
their
putting
thinking.
yourself in
No,
there
I-
and
we
you
can't
don't have
change.
it.
What?
You don't have
It's
it.
true.
We
no,
can't
we-
change that
We
thinking.
can.
I get
we
that,
can,
but we really
change it. We can
Because we
change
continue
it.
to do it. That's
We
why
can.
it's never going to change.
That's what it is.
They're expecting it.
Comfortability.
I am
It's
not rich.
comfortability.
We are not rich.
Do you know what I mean? And
We're
and
trying
a lot
to
of
get
the
there.
time, some of these people in England are not even working.
That's
You
the
don't even
saddest thing. You don't even know, and they don't want to
even
share that with
know.
you. They don't want to share that with you because you. Do you know what I mean? They don't
Because
want to put
you're
their
looking
burden
us
down
as
at
a
you.
provider.
No.
Yes,
It's
sis.
I think
Right,
there's a side
it's
where
true.
people that are here always try to make out that we are better off.
And then those are the.
Do you think so?
I'm not
Those
talking
are
about
the
you lot
idiot
as
people.
well.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
feel
not
so.
gonna
I feel
lie.
so too,
No, then-
and that's
Yeah.
where they make that mistake.
And I think that's
if
where-
you're better off, it's
Yeah, but
different.
just
But if you're
don't
not,
do
then it's
that.
like, why are you making a facade for them?
Don't do
That's the
that.
problem.
It's true. It's very true. Because now you got everybody begging you for
No,
money,
it's
and
true.
you don't know where you're gonna
100%.
find it from.
I'm thinking about people
And-
that I know that do that stupidness. Like
The only
you go to Jamaica and you're giving out £100 a time, and I'm thinking to myself, what are you actually like? What are you doing?
Just be prepared
What
that
are
every
you
time when you
doing?
go back there that you have that £100 to
Why
give
are
out
we
at a time.
doing that?
Well,
Because they will
they got
expect
internet,
it.
innit? So they're seeing you on the internet. How are they seeing you? All right.
They will expect it. Do you know what
Do
I
you
mean?
know,
I just don't
and
understand
it's so
it.
mad. Even here in this London, you know, like people back home will never understand. Here in this London, you can see girls with Chanel bags, Gucci bags, this bag, that bag, and she don't
I
have
said it.
0 pence
I said it in the
her
last
account.
episode.
Of course.
I said it in the last episode. That's why I always say that's
She have
even
nothing
that's
in her
that's
account.
for a whole different episode. But what on earth are you doing? I don't know if it's just me. Is it us that's
And
looking
it's
at it
mad
different?
because you're
guys, let
looking-
us know.
you're
Is it okay to
outside
just be
looking
walking
in.
around with a designer bag such as big like
Are
Chanel?
you not okay?
Are you not
No,
not in the
no, no,
Ah,
but
you
my
don't have
thing
one-
is,
One second.
okay.
Majority of
Okay.
females, yeah, that go raving on a regular basis.
No, I'm not
yeah,
to their name.
Go with Nathan.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
with nothing.
no, do you know what? What I
Yeah,
will say,
and let me just
No,
say
go on,
this
go on.
first.
Go on, Nathan.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that's a good. I'm gonna be friendly, and say 75%.
That's a fucking chore.
That's a big-
You take me have time for friend or people. Like I came here to party. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy to me that
No,
people
do you
actually
know
go
what?
there
No,
and it's
what I
true
will
what you're
say-
saying.
And they'll tell you.
What?
They'll tell you to. You know that you don't need to do that.
Yuck.
I'm glad you
Not
said
me,
that.
no.
You just had a little light bulb popped up in my
No,
head.
what I will say, because you know what it is.
You get what I'm saying on that
no,
one, innit?
I
It's
get.
like-
I do. I get what you're saying on
I'm
that.
thinking about, okay, cool. The average worker, whatever, 9 to 5. I'm not saying some of us treat ourselves, and there is times that we have it, and there's times that we don't. I'm not talking about those type of people.
Okay.
I'm literally talking about the people like you're talking about that do the most. You know you don't have it. Why are you in this rave every week with designer bag? I'm not talking about the average. I'm not
You don't
not
have
even
it.
the average. I'm not talking about the people who don't do the most. That's what I'm gonna say.
No.
You don't have it.
I'm
So
talking
there's
about-
some
And then do you know what? I'm just
you
gonna flip
don't
on
have
you real
it.
quickly.
Why are you here?
I'm gonna flip on you real quickly to just bring it back to that baby mother that was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
That same person, that same man, because that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
that same guy that's out there
Oh,
splurting
I know
his
what you're
life
gonna say.
away because like it pissed me off and it pissed
But
me off.
there's-
You're splurging your life on champagne bottles or whatever the fuck you're doing, and girls that you don't even know, but because you want to get a little one look of something from her. But then, has your kids got their school clothes? Did you get their school clothes? Because I saw something from Young Spray the other day, and he's talking about mum's got their tickets for, and I was like, all for it. He said mum's got they ain't got their school
tickets,
uniforms
yeah.
for the kids, but
But
they
they got their tickets for the
concert year
festivals.
ages ago.
I
And
saw
I
that.
thought, oh my god, this is so true. But then I said, but flip on the other side. What about the man then? What about the guys that are out here because they're not living in the household? Mum might be they might not be together. They might be co-parenting, but because they're not living in the household, they don't feel like they need to do that much. But you're outside doing the much. You're doing the most
you're
outside.
doing the most.
It doesn't
don't
make
get
sense to
wrong,
me.
Don't get me wrong. Like you said, I do get where Young Spray's coming from.
I get where he's coming from, but don't do it
But
one
at
way.
the same time, yeah.
And it's hard for him not to do it one way because
Yeah,
you're
but
a
he's a
man.
man.
You're a
I
man
get
because
it.
it's easy
I
for me
get
to
it.
speak
I
about
get
a
it.
female's
I
point
get
of
it.
view.
The reason why females have a problem because where you word things shows how you think.
No, of course.
So I get where he's coming from, but how he worded it shows how he thinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he worded it like this, if he said, where are the organised mothers?
Parents.
Or
Parents, you're talking about
parents.
mothers he's targeting.
Yes.
It just sounds like a
Okay.
target. But then I'm just like,
said, okay,
like,
for
I'm seeing
example-
bare parent. I could, and that
Yeah,
was the thing would have been
parents,
even
that
more
would be
effective.
it. That would be
I'm
it.
seeing bare parents in festivals.
Yes.
But have you lot got your kids?
Yeah.
That's
That
terrible.
would have been nice.
And I like
That
the fact that
would've
he
been
did
nice.
post that though because
Parents.
it's true what he's saying. It's
The
very
un-
true.
yeah,
Even
under
though I
that.
don't
And
like the
get-
way
no,
you put
but-
it.
Yeah, but I get it.
But it's true
I
both
get it.
ways
I do
because
get it.
that's what's
But
happening.
parents, what happened to
Last
the word?
minute you're seeing them,
What happened
everyone
to-
getting their
what-
uniform
we're
for
so
their
used to
kids.
saying mothers.
Yeah.
That we're not even saying parents again.
Yeah, for real. Like it's just one way, and it's
And then we
really
can
not.
start. Oh god, I
It's
just
just,
can't.
do you know what I mean? It's
Then we
just
got
one way
people
to
talking
do it.
about, but what if they can't afford it and you guys are being so. We're not talking about not
Well,
being
yeah,
able to
it's
afford
true.
it.
Like,
We're talking about if he was able to afford a
priorities.
festival
I
ticket.
get it.
What are priorities?
Yeah, priorities.
What-
That's what we're talking about. Priorities.
I saw
That's
someone
just it.
that put something before we end. I want to say I saw it was Shakira posted something when we just started
I
holidays.
remember.
I'll never forget to post it.
no,
Shakira,
I
big
get
up
it.
yourself.
Big up
Yeah?
yourself. I was just about to
big up
say,
yourself. Do you know
same
why?
thing.
When the school holidays just broke up, it was like a
started.
week into the school
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah.
She posted. It was hot sun was outside, and I'm thinking kids are just having fun.
Yeah.
She posted school uniform out the way, lovely, got dropped, and I looked at it and I'm like, I was so confused myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I was confused because I'm like, oh my god,
So
my
early,
brain that I
yeah.
don't have a child. Oh my god, but what if it doesn't fit him? Oh my god, what are you talking about? Too early? Smarty. Smart priorities in the right
Smarty
place.
pants, not 100%.
Then go party after. Then go enjoy yourself
Yeah,
after.
yeah. Get
My child's
your
thing is done.
priorities
Do you know what I
out
mean?
the way.
We got people out here
I get it.
sorting out Valiant tickets before they're sorting out what on earth.
But I'm saying, if you have the mentality of doing up too much rave, yeah, the reason why your money's low is because you're doing up too much rave.
There.
No,
and I don't think they
100%.
ever get it. They never get it.
When you're not
100%.
doing up too much rave, it doesn't matter when you get a school uniform because the money's there.
It's not even rave.
But-
Some
No, I know what you
some
mean,
people's
but
habits
true.
are they have
You're-
other ways
you're
of
not
spending their
thinking.
money. It don't
I'm
have to
just
be in
saying- no, but
raves.
some people don't need to worry about the money for school uniform because they're thinking right.
It's not about the money.
No, but hear
it's
me
about
out.
the
It's about
priority.
priorities.
but
I know
the
what you
money-
It's not about the money.
No.
Don't make it go over your head,
I'm
Jay.
not saying no. I'm not talking about you.
Okay,
I'm saying
go on.
some of these people they rave to the point they ain't got the money
Okay, cool.
for these things.
I get that. All right.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you spent on the rave and
Yeah.
not the
That's what
child.
he's saying. Rave to the point, and you know it's true. So now you
Yeah,
got, and
it's
I'm
true.
thinking about
When you-
going back to the
when
same
you-
baby mother
Yeah,
thing.
I was-
No, I'm not with my
there
baby
you
mom.
go.
But then you got your baby mom ringing you because you just went partying Saturday,
you, thank
ringing
you.
you and asking you, can she get some money towards you? But no.
Can you buy the uniform? You
No,
have to
I
buy
don't
the
have it.
uniform.
What do you mean you don't have it, sir? But you
And
have
then-
those
and
on
then
your feet.
there's-
Are you crazy?
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
but
And
do you
then
know
there's
it's not
certain
like again
sirs that just...
You bought those. This is guys for you. I see it too often.
That is, but you know
because
what?
they're not in the household.
But my point is that again, there's some guys that make sure we got money for.
And I love that. I don't even know why I'm making them go
It's true, but
unnoticed
those
because
are the
there's so
men.
many guys like
But
that.
those
Yeah.
are the men.
Small fraction though.
you get it?
but
Small fraction,
Those are the
small
men.
percentage.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
When you got baby mothers, you realize that again. That these are issues where, yeah, of course I've got a uniform, but why are you moving like that? Would have been an issue. The only reason
crazy.
you're moving like that would have been an issue because you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? If you had it, you wouldn't even. You're like, can we get? Let's just get a uniform. Can we?
Part.
I love the we. I love the we.
That's it's two key
It's
words.
the way you
the
speak
if,
it, yeah.
It's the if and the we.
Yeah.
If
When it's
you
like,
had it,
you
can
need
we?
to buy her
That
uniform.
part.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's not. Why are you
Yeah,
talking to me
yeah.
like that?
And it's so true.
I don't
and
have
it's
a
so true
problem
because I
with
feel
that
like a lot of
uniform.
females don't know how to. It's like you still got this
Articulate
anger.
themselves.
Why don't you know how to
Right.
articulate? Baby's dead now. You
Right.
actually moved on. It's been about 10
it's
years
true.
now.
Do you get what I mean?
Like, where's the
Cut
anger
them
still
out.
coming from? It's
True.
we're in this together.
Yeah.
We're co-parenting. We
Yeah.
need to stop trying to
But
separate
I
this.
never had a problem buying it in the first place. So why are you coming at me like
Making it seem
Yes.
like it's a problem. Because I
And
hear
you
that a
know
lot. It's so
what?
crazy
So
because I
mad.
hear
That's
guys say a
true.
lot like, it's just the
That's
way
true.
that she's saying it to me.
Females can be
mad.
such bitches. I'm so sorry.
We can.
Like,
What the hell?
I'm not gonna lie. Whack.
Well, they can't.
Especially,
That's why they call us.
especially no, 100%. Especially, I'm thinking as a mother as well. I'm just thinking some of you females, like, please, like, you guys can be. You have not been with your baby father for 5, 6, 7 years,
And you
Why
still
are
got
you-
attitude for
like,
it.
Or
why do you
14,
still have-
15.
14, let's get them numbers because what we're talking about
Oh
5 is a
my
lie.
gosh, it's
And
true.
it's true
5
because
is
we
a
hear this
lie.
so often.
Fuck.
The child is like what, 17 now. It's been
It's
14
true, and you're
years.
still
Still doing
vexed.
And you're
Nothing.
still vexed. You're still ringing my phone saying you need to. But then it's like, you know what? Let me do it on the flip
Properly.
side. There's other stuff that happened in between that time frame. Does that make sense?
But that's different.
You might
That's
not have
different.
paid nothing.
That's
He could have
different.
not got no school uniform from about 2
No.
years
We're
ago.
not talking about those
it's
times.
not
I'm just giving an example,
that's
though.
True.
An
That's
example.
so different,
But
though.
they don't
If
care about
in
that.
between them times, if you are acting like a prick, then of course
Then you understand
I'm
why a
gonna-
female
You know
would
what?
be
I'm gonna
like that.
see
act like
this.
that. But if we're co-parenting,
If we're co-parenting, then it should be fine.
smoothly, and you're just pressed because I'm not with you,
There shouldn't be no
that
issue.
female.
You
That's
see-
the
Pressed 'cause
bitch
I'm not with
talking
you,
about.
but
But yeah,
What
you see,
on
if
earth?
see if you're a bum, you see females that got baby fathers that are bums.
Yeah.
The bum guys don't get no problems because
Yeah,
the
'cause you're
females
bums
moved
anyway.
on.
She takes care of her. She
No,
just takes care of everything.
She takes care of
She's
everything,
moved
but
on.
she's moved on. Better person.
Yeah, and
all of
I
And
that.
she just doesn't even
And
give
the
a
thing
shit.
is,
She
in
don't
her
give a
head,
shit.
I just clocked you're a bum
Do you see
anyway.
what I'm saying?
So
But
it's
when you're
like,
not a
wow,
bum,
I get it.
yeah.
But
When you're not a bum-
do you think that I feel like that's in some occasions,
I'm just
some
giving you-
circumstances,
Of course, it's
right?
not, I could never be
Yeah,
everything.
that's so true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But when
yeah.
you're not a bum, yeah, it's like you get problems for your whole life until even when the child's 18,
That's
they'll
true.
find something. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
there should never be. Why should there be a problem if you've got everything sorted?
Yes.
I shouldn't be needing to ring you and be like on your ass.
When-
That's why she's talking in the way she's talking.
When a woman's
Because
better
I have
off,
to
she's
continue
cool.
to ring you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
because I've moved on from you. You're like, I don't even, and she's even friendly to you.
Yeah, because she feels sorry for you.
Yes.
She
She be
empathize now.
She's
Yeah.
even
I
friendly.
sympathize.
I just
Don't
want my
stop.
child to know their dad.
You guys, are you listening to this? Because this is not a joke.
No,
she's not friendly with you
100%.
because she's given up on life. No, she's friendly with you because she feels sorry for you.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Or she's
now
even
she's just like
friendly
you
or
really
you're
ain't getting it
just
from
a ghost.
anywhere.
It's
No,
one
she's
of
like,
the
no,
two.
Say
It's
again,
one
what
of
do you say?
the- She's either friendly or just a ghost. It's one of the two. I feel
No,
like.
like,
Oh, yeah.
if
One of
you
the
no,
two.
but
There's
if you're
never
not-
really no in
There's
between.
no in between.
There's
You're
no in
just-
between.
it's either you
the
don't
ghost is when you
exist-
don't want to know your child. When a guy doesn't want to know his child, yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you see, when a guy is
I
still
get
he's
it.
still
I'm
dedicated to his
like,
child,
Oh yeah, that's different.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about. I'm talking about the guys that still dedicated to the child. Because
Okay.
when you're dedicated to your child and a woman makes it hard for you, that's because she's still on to you. innit?
Yeah, 100%.
When she doesn't
She's
make
still
it hard for
feeling
you,
away.
it's like I'm past you.
Yeah, 100%.
They might even be married now. But even when some people that are married and they stay past you.
Not all the time. I feel like even like I said, on the flip side to that, in some occasions it will be like a woman could be, I don't know, financially stable, she's happy and all sorts, but it's like, no, you still need to play the role of your as a father.
Oh,
like, does that make
100%.
sense?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
so they
Because
might still
she's
be pressing
feeding
it.
him.
No, I don't think
No,
so. No, because
no.
I'm putting myself.
I
I'm
disagree,
just.
I
I can only
disagree.
give you an example
Jay,
for
I
myself.
disagree,
If
100%.
I was in that situation
agree.
where I had a new husband and we have a child together, I have an ex, and we have a child together, and he's, I don't know, 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Don't
still
feel like
play
you're
a
gonna.
role.
Okay, I might give you a little. I might be on your ass for a while, and I realize that you're not playing your part. I might leave it for a little bit, but my thing is, don't think I'm gonna ever leave you like that unless I
Yeah.
realize that this guy
hear me
really
out.
hasn't
Hear me
got
out.
it.
Like you get a new man, his money's good.
It doesn't matter. It
Hear
doesn't
me
matter.
out.
His
Hear me
money
out.
could be
No, it
longer than
doesn't-
something.
You're not listening, man.
Okay,
I know
go
what you're gonna
on,
say,
go
but go
on.
on.
I'm
Let's
saying,
listen.
you know, his money can't even match up to
Okay,
what I'm on
okay.
over here.
I want you to
It's not
fast
money.
forward. I want you to
That's
fast
where
forward.
it's you. It will be a thing where you decide. I want my child to know his father.
No,
That's
it
the part
wouldn't.
that I'm talking
I
about.
disagree.
I'm talking about the father part.
disagree.
It's not
I
even money.
disagree.
It's not
No,
even
but
the
you-
money.
but you.
No, but I get what you're
What are you
saying,
saying?
but I disagree with the statement that you said.
What?
Because you're saying, okay, cool, you've moved on, this man's money's right,
Yeah.
everything's happy family, whatever. I don't need
It's
whatever
not about money.
you're giving me. That's
Yeah.
basically
Money
what you're
cannot
saying.
buy
Yeah.
But
quality time.
at the end of the day,
Not
No.
quality time. I'm saying you won't ask that person for a contribution.
yes, I will.
What,
ask
when
you
you're living
Yes,
lavish?
I will. child.
So
Yes.
you
no
think-
matter how lavish I'm living.
Oh,
this
you
is
mean
your child.
okay? Oh, is that what you mean? So
you're
you
just
feel
gonna
like
be-
I'm not? So you're saying
Nah.
basically we're not going to be down there for asking them, can you get some money for the uniform and
No.
stuff like that? No, you might not be as much because you have
as
it.
You have it.
Yeah, I get that. You
Yeah,
might not be as much because it
No,
might get
you're
tiring
in
after a while. This guy actually don't have
Sancho
shit to his
asking.
ass.
What do you mean, Sancho?
You're not
Asking man
shitting
for
me.
£50.
I'm asking
Exactly,
you for
£50
£50
is a nine to me. It's
I'm
a
asking you for
Starbucks.
£50 because this is your child. Are you
Explain to
stupid?
your friend.
You impregnated me.
No,
Are you?
Yeah, we get that. But I'm saying
No,
after a
I
while
don't
when it
care.
gets tiring and you realise he is a bum.
It don't matter. I could have been a billionaire.
It gets
You're
like that.
going
Just
to
like,
contribute.
do you know where I got that from?
No.
No, but you cannot force someone to contribute.
No, you can't force. You
That's
can't
my thing.
force.
Exactly. So
That's
what if
not
they
force.
don't? You're just gonna get along
Okay,
with it.
cool.
That's my
Okay,
thing,
cool,
sis.
no.
I saw something.
I'm not gonna be bitter.
Listen, I saw Sierra. Sierra posted. Sierra
I was
had an
gonna
interview.
say that. She
It's
just
the
laughed.
same thing.
She
They
didn't
asked
speak.
her, so how was you and Future's co-parenting? She just laughed for 30 seconds.
She didn't even speak.
Nothing, and that was it. That's all she needed to say. And the interviewer even started laughing too. She felt awkward. She said, "Oh, like laugh." I said, "Whoa,
Yeah, and-
he's not doing shit."
No, because it's
And she's
Jackman.
content
No,
with
but
that. Not
you know
content, but
what?
she's like, "Okay, I see you," because she's got it.
Do you know
She
what?
doesn't really need to be barring you
Okay,
down
cool.
I'm not worried
What
about
I-
money for a
okay,
uniform
cool.
or
No, do you
anything.
know
I'm
what?
just saying.
What I will say about that, I do
footballer
agree.
makes more money than rappers.
But they're
Okay,
most,
cool.
but they definitely make sure that they spend time with their child though.
No, but you know what
when
I
it
do
gets to
wanna
that
say about
stage,
that.
like Sierra's stage, when you have the money, it's like, all right, cool, I get it, fuck you, kind of thing. You don't want to give money, cool, I got it,
Yeah.
because it's my child at
Okay.
the end of the day. But I'm still gonna let you see your child. That's what's going on
Our-
with that. When
There
you
you
have
go.
the money, does that make
There you
sense?
go.
So I
Yeah,
get what you're
I
trying
get
to say.
you.
I do get what
I
you're saying.
do get what you're saying.
That's what
and
I'm
yeah,
saying.
I know. I
Because
do
I'm
get
really
what
trying
you're
to put
saying.
myself in that position.
To that,
People
in
might
that,
act bitter, but
in that, when I look at it like that, it's so true. I'm not gonna lie. Even with my son, like
Yeah.
I am not. If that's what you
Exactly.
want to pick,
Yeah.
if that's what
Exactly.
whoever wants to pick, and you don't want to contribute, there's no way on this God's green earth I will ever force any man
Exactly.
ever in life
Exactly.
to
So you forgot to
contribute
flip it.
Right.
Because
to
that's how
my
you
child.
are.
Hello,
Like,
who
yeah, no,
you
no,
now?
I get it.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
She's someone else.
Let me just
She
say
forgot.
something. I will never,
She forgot.
I will never ever force you because this
'Cause
is
that's
my,
how you are.
This is my seed. Like, if you don't want to contribute, that's
That's fine,
absolutely
because I'm
fine.
finna do it regardless.
Roll over and do whatever you're gonna do.
And
Yeah.
even as a dad, I'm on that.
Yeah, no,
Right,
100%. I
do
will
you-
never. No, I will
pass
never
them, please.
force. I will never force.
I'm
However,
not one of them other dads. So
yeah,
pass
no,
them, please.
100%.
Yeah, they're gonna be
No,
good.
I will never force.
And
I
now
will
you're
never
gonna
force.
be mad that they're overly good with me and try and come and get my youth back because they're overly happy.
One thing I'll never understand though, before we wrap up, I just want to say I'll never understand why when a mother gives away their child, if it's not to do with like stuff like, I don't know, their health or drugs or something like that, I just don't understand where like, maybe because I
She
can't
gives
relate.
away.
Like, you birth your child or whatnot, and then it's like, okay, the father's now taking care of it. But you're alive, you're well, you're good.
Oh,
you're
I
good,
don't
you're
understand.
actually fine.
Do you know what happens when you?
What happened?
when you keep them?
If it's
away-
not drugs, if it's not anything like that, you're too young.
You
What
see when you do
happened?
that whole keeping them away from their dad for too long, and you realize that's the only person they listen to.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, but you see, like the mothers
yeah.
that do that, like, and I'm not talking for the mothers who I don't know. That me personally, I'm only gonna talk for myself. The only time I feel like I'm just talking for
Like, you
myself.
feel like
Everybody
you
will
should
have
stop.
different
I know
opinions.
what you're gonna
The
say. What are you
only
gonna say?
time
She
a
feels
child
like-
should
yeah.
stop seeing their father
bad
or
person is
mother
violent
is if
or-
that mother or father is abusive to
Yeah,
that child.
I knew he was gonna
That's
say
it.
Facts.
That's
Or the-
it.
or the
That's
mother.
the only
Or the mother.
reason on father.
Or the
That's what I
mother.
said. Father or the mother. Like that's the
No,
only.
no. If they're abusive to the child or the mother.
Oh yeah.
Or the father.
No.
Or
Yeah.
the father.
No.
Or the father.
Man
What do you
man
mean
up.
now?
What?
Man,
Or
if a
the
man up, some man
father.
no man.
Who's
You're not
abusive to the
understanding
man?
this, Jay. You're thinking
What do
every
you mean
man is
abusive
like
to them?
you.
So you
I'm
don't
saying-
feel like
No.
women don't abuse
Some
men?
guys cannot man
No,
up.
I'm saying, but if they're split up, you still.
And you're abusive to him.
what violently?
There's females that are
Anyway.
like that. I don't know how they pick up, how they even made a match. but there's females that are like that.
I saw something on the shade room of this the poor little girl. I really pray God just covers her because the poor little girl was lying down in the bed and the mother went up
Oh,
to
I
the bed,
see that.
went in her ear and was like,
He touches
he
you.
touches you. You don't fuck with him. He touches you. And
are
if
you
anybody
talking about?
asks, he touches you. That's what she was saying. He touched you, didn't he? Yes. And that's what she was saying to the child. And the man was like, I'm recording you. Like, that is sick.
I'm lost.
And I really
So she
feel
was
like
saying this
as
to
a
her
fa-
child and the father was in the room? What?
Did you see the one where
And-
the girl was talking about? She called his child services on her man.
Wow, what was he doing? Was he doing something crazy?
No, because he done her dirty. She
Yes,
called
I
child
saw that on the
services,
spiritual
Oh, I
world.
saw it. I
saw that.
And that's another thing where I'm like, what on earth is this world getting to?
Like,
What do you
these
mean you
women
call the
are
child
sick.
service on the man because he done you
And
know?
I feel like
that is two
fathers-
separate things.
Fathers should start stepping in. I'm not being funny. If you're
That's
seeing
weird.
these funky things like that, you guys should start saying, okay, cool, you wouldn't feel like that, I will take my child. Do you get what I mean? And you do not deserve to see her because you are fucking her up
facts.
or fucking
But
him
they
up
don't
mentally.
because they
Do you
never.
get what I'm saying?
Let me not say
Every-
they're never gonna step
every-
in. Majority of them are not gonna do it.
Things change.
They're
after
too
you have
lazy
the
and they're too
child.
busy thinking about their own life.
Things do
I think
change
about
after a
Brafin.
child. That's true. Things do change after a child. However, like I said, if the parent, whatever it may be, is abusing that child physically, mentally, and you want to take that child away from that parent, by all means necessary, do what you're doing.
Do that.
But I'm not being
Like, let's
funny.
normalise it.
When
They're
it's
just
like
weird.
a you and him situation.
Well, you and the guy. You and
Yeah.
your, okay.
Or the guy and you, or whatever it may be, and it's an adult situation.
Yeah.
And you want to put your child in the middle of that. That's when I put my hands up. Do you get what I mean? Like,
No, I get what you
what
mean.
are you actually
Or use
doing?
your child as a weapon kind of thing.
Yes.
It's stupid.
I hate, and do you
It's
know
stupid.
what?
It's just like, who's getting hurt
females
at the end
are
of the
guilty.
day?
Females are so guilty, and it really pisses me off because I'm thinking you are hurting that you guys don't even know you.
No,
Like,
you're
are
hurting.
your
But the probably
children.
they do know they're
You're
hurting.
hurting your
like
children.
you
It
must know
actually
you're hurting.
angers
There's
me.
a lot of traits that are there before the child comes that we ignore.
That's
that part.
true.
We do.
You have to
Yes,
just shut me up.
that's
It's
true. That's very true.
And
That's
that's-
so
and
we
I
can
can't say
understand.
nothing, that's
And that's the only thing I think that we only get into these issues when we think, okay, now the child's here. But like,
It's true.
there's a reason you manifested a child. You know what I mean? But
That
like,
part.
however you got to deal with it, you just got to deal with it.
That's
Yeah,
what it is. We
yeah.
know that once it's here now, you just have to kind of take it on the chin and how am I going to deal with it next? A lot of people are just so stuck in that moment.
And that's not a miserable life.
Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of people are like, oh my god, like because we
Yeah.
know that we envisioned something for ourselves, especially as young females. We know what we envisioned for ourselves. We expected it to kind of be like no one wants it to be a single parent household. Do you get
No
what I'm trying
one
to say?
wants that.
It's just weird.
No
If you
one
do, then
wants
it's weird. So it's like when it happens, it's like it's a shocker. It's a bummer, but it's like what can we do other than just
Get
move
on
on
with
from
it.
So fucked up.
No, it's true.
So fucked up because
That's
no
part-
one,
that
even when I
part-
think about like friends
Kira,
around me,
that's
none of
so
my
true.
friends want,
That's true.
like, do you know what I mean?
No,
Even if
Kira,
they end
I
up-
want you to say that
it's just-
again. It's
no
so
one
true.
wanted to.
Nobody wants that, and you know what? Like, it
Just,
sounds so
life is just
horrible. It
weird.
sounds so horrible, but there's so many. It sounds so horrible, and I'm talking from a single mother as myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds so horrible when I say like, just kind of like, you know, there's single mothers that say, oh, I do this by myself and I have no help, and like it was always like when you chose to have this child, it was always a possibility. People are people, you know. That's how I feel. People are people. So no matter if this was your husband,
Yeah.
boyfriend,
Thank
this,
you.
that, people are people, and people are gonna do whatever
But
the
what
frick they're
happened-
gonna
But you
do.
can say that
But
now
again,
because you've grown and
No,
you've
but
matured.
it- no,
but-
But it's hard at the time because
no,
at the
but
time,
it's
did you
the
know
tr-
people were people?
Let me
Yes.
just
Not
ask
really. You
I didn't know people was people. I just didn't want no, but I didn't want to accept it. That's the difference.
You might.
I
Okay,
know
cool.
that
All right,
people-
maybe you might know, but
Do you get it?
But
that's what I'm
People
saying.
are
So you
always
learn once you
people.
do it.
In
So
this
that,
time though, what does a double parent household look like? Does it look like two happy people?
it might not. Well, we're happy. It doesn't mean that we don't go through problems and
It
issues.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Because I even saw a boy, and I love the fact that it was a guy that posted, a young boy that was saying like, you know what I mean, we need to normalize like seeing two parent households, even that we're seeing so much
But
of
what
this
does
nowadays.
it look like in them?
What do you mean? What does it
What
look
do they
like?
look like?
Is it strange?
A two-parent
Well,
household.
yeah, it is
I'm
bloody
saying-
strange nowadays. But yeah.
I'm saying two parent households is sometimes one bag of drama that makes you go out with trauma.
I get that, which is
So
true.
I'm
I understand, but we
Which
can
is
also
true.
it's a
Which is
possibility
true.
that
I get that.
there can be.
But I'm just saying that's the
normal
reason why
two-parent
there's a
household.
different on how people look at a relationship.
Yes,
because
and
there
I
was a
get
lot
that.
of trauma that people
I get
went
that.
through kind of thing. They might have gone through, so they're
And-
like,
and for people to stay together.
But that's
Yeah,
weird. So even
yeah,
if you've
I get that.
gone through that, you've gone through a two-parent household, and I know that when stuff happen in your life, it's either you go left or you go right. But my thing is, if you've gone through that, you went through like a broken family or broken home. You didn't have your dad there as a man as well. Because
Even
I'm
if he
thinking about
was
that
there,
same
let's
video.
say he is
No,
there.
but wait, I'm thinking about that same video. You didn't have your dad there as a man. What makes you think that now you're gonna go and have a child and you don't want to be there either? You're weird. You're weird. That's just it. Point blank.
And
Period.
I've
I don't
never
care.
understood.
I don't care. You're not gonna tell me because my dad wasn't there. I'm not gonna be there. You're a weirdo,
That way
bruv.
of thinking,
What the fuck?
and it's not even with her. It's
No,
not even
no.
with your children. For me,
No.
my thing is, you know, whatever the situation may be, you know how that made you feel.
How it made you
You get what
feel.
I'm
So
saying?
why would you want to go
didn't have
portray
your
that
dad
onto your
or whatever?
Fucking
You was
hell.
bullied. You know how that bully made you feel. You was whatever. Like, I don't know. It could be anything. Do you know what I mean?
Can I tell you
You
the
know
problem
how
is?
that made you feel. So
because-
why are you
What's the
inflicting
problem?
that on somebody else?
Because he's a woman.
Because they're
No.
fucked.
He got raised by a woman, and
But even if you're
he's
not,
a woman.
okay, cool.
You
but
really,
even
really
if,
hit the nail on the
but
head.
even
I
if
can
you're not,
resonate with that. That's
Yes.
so crazy.
I get what you're saying.
That's crazy.
So
But
now,
even-
you're going like he got a bum bum.
No, I
That's
get what you're
mad.
saying, but okay, cool. But even about the bullies that didn't like being bullied, but you grow up to be a bully, you didn't like it. whether you was raised by a woman, man, whatever, you didn't like it. So why are you
So
now
why
doing
were
that
you
to
now?
somebody else?
Because it's so fun.
Do you get
Life
what
is
I'm
so
saying?
weird.
A lot
Either they go left or they
Because
go
you got
right
bullied.
once it's happened. But that's my
Okay,
thing. When
but
some,
you
that's what I'm
didn't
saying. With
like
life experiences, whether it's God forbid rape, bullied, I'm just going to
That's
the
what I was
extreme to the
thinking about.
north.
No,
They go
100%.
left or they go right.
And I've
Rape
never
either makes you a
understood it.
whore or it makes you like, I don't want no one to really touch
Yeah,
me. I'm gonna
and
wait
I get
until
it.
marriage kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And I
That's
get it.
just it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's different. It's just
Very
just.
true.
I get
You
it,
don't
but
know how
I've
to
never
explain it.
understood the
But
people
no one
who
speaks
are
about it.
victims
Yeah.
of it. You're a victim of it.
True.
And you've been a victim of it, and now you are about to put and
Still don't
inflict this
understand
on
it.
somebody else.
Still don't
I've
understand
never
it.
understood nothing.
Never
like
understand it.
Because
But when you
that means,
I don't.
do you know, can I explain to you that one as well? It's just like in a road, yeah. When you respect badness, someone badder than you can bad you up.
Well,
But
if
if
you
you
say someone better than them, then yeah, clearly.
but
this
if
is
you
better
don't
than
respect
them.
badness, no one can bad you up. So like the guy that works in Tesco's is less likely to get bad up than the man that's a big road man, because
I get you.
someone that is bigger than you on the road can bad you up because you know he's dirt. But if you just go to work and you don't know nothing about the streets and someone tries it with you and you start swinging, but you go to the gym every day, yeah. I'll just give you an example.
I get what
I
you're
get
saying.
you.
That's why another thing, people shouldn't even
I
judge
get
book by
you.
its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Do
but
not judge a book by its cover.
whatever you respect can do. So like if you respect the person that you're scared and you fear the person that raped you, you'll become a rapist based on thinking that's strength.
That's what I'm saying. So when we're saying, and it's not like it's like I understand what you're trying to say. It's so crazy. You either go, we see it so often.
No, we do,
You know when
but
people
it's
sit
like,
there and they
you
tell their
didn't like
stories. I
that.
can only talk about like rape and stuff because I'm like proper thinking about it. They either go left or they go right. I can
true.
say that part because I'm like, it's so crazy and it's more not, I can't say accepted, but it's more like, okay, I understand why she done that. When it comes to, does that make sense?
I do.
But when it
It
comes to
does
stuff like
make
this, it's like,
sense.
no, we don't get it.
I,
So it's a little bit of the
does
same
make
difference. Does that
but
make sense?
it makes sense, but I still
But it doesn't make sense.
really struggle to
It don't
understand.
make sense.
You know what that made you feel like.
So why would
when
you do it?
was being sexually molested, when you was being bullied, when your dad left you,
Yeah.
when whatever the frig it
Yeah.
may be, this was a negative feeling. This feeling was negative. This did not make you feel good. There was nothing about this feeling that made you feel
Good,
accomplished
yeah.
or
But
made
why
you
do you
feel like
think
there was
half
So
of
why
something
would you
good.
inflict that
That's
onto
why
others?
half of the
Like I
people-
just
hate
said,
it.
some
I
people go
hate it.
left or they go
I hate
right.
it.
But even-
they're not always like us that will think like, let me
Yeah.
go this way and
Yeah.
do
Who
better
you are
this
today?
time.
Who you are today? How do you think you made yourself that person?
Oh God, through life experiences
And through the fear of not wanting to be.
Yeah, that part.
That's true. That's
So
That's
some
for me,
people take their
100%.
fear of not wanting to be and go that way, and some people take the fear of not wanting to be and,
and
dive
go, yeah,
into
that's so true.
what they fear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the person I feared.
And then some people
okay.
are just gonna be, I'm not gonna be the person I fear because I was scared of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand?
Because I'm trying to make
So
you
I
understand it
wanna-
a little
I
bit
get you.
different. Does that mean?
Yeah.
Even
I'm
though it's
going
so
that way.
fucked
It's
up.
true,
Because it's
but I
like,
get
why
it.
would you want to do that to
Yeah.
someone that it's your
Let
child
me
now?
overcome this
They can't
fear
help
that I
it.
have,
By
so let me
becoming
go
that
in it.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
I get
can't
that.
help it. It sounds so messed
No,
up, but they
it's
literally
true.
can't help it because this is all
It's
they knew.
true, but I just
that
feel
is all
like
they knew. So what different
It's
do they
true,
know?
but I just feel like it's just so
So
like,
weird.
The only thing that I can say is so mean.
It is mean.
You've chose that, and it's so you've chose to become that person, and that is so mean. You're the childhood version, like, you know when people say 15-year-old me, 10-year-old you would be disgusted with you.
It would.
Yeah.
But some
Do you
people
get what
just
I'm
don't
saying?
have the ability to
10-year-old
navigate.
you-
Like,
But
to,
but the
disgusted.
longer you live like that is the more that depression live. That's what depression isn't. Depression, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
depressing something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that people are doing is because they're taking experiences they've lived their life with,
Yeah.
and trying to like slightly be some of that and slightly be some of that.
Yeah.
Instead of saying to yourself, do you know what? I want to be something totally different.
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that, but that's
Make
where
my
you.
own story kind of
Yeah.
thing.
But that's
yeah.
where you people like yourselves come in. Do you know what I'm saying? But then you know that you also amongst people that ain't like that. So there's a mode that you gotta go to other places.
That's true.
That it's not the girls that we're seeing today.
And also, a
Do you
lot
get
of
what I
people
mean?
don't know. You were saying that obviously we don't get it because that's what we would do. We just don't understand it. But a lot of
we
people do
don't.
not have the ability to. They're not off. They don't think like us. Like you keep on reminding us. They don't
telling
think like us. They don't have that ability to think like, okay, it's happened to me. All right, now I'm gonna do this differently. Some people really do not have. They lack that
Yes.
mental capacity.
They repeat.
It sounds so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I saw.
A meme on that.
I saw
No,
it, so I'm gonna
need
do what I saw. I don't know
that.
how to deter myself from what I. Do you know what I mean?
And
I know
also-
to make this
and
right.
Also,
I'm
trying
gonna
to hold yourself too high
too high
can
because
make you boom.
it's true failure. I know what you're trying to say. It's so mad.
Try and have a little middle balance of understanding what you allow
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
But understand I'm still gonna have fun with
I'm
myself.
still gonna
and I'm gonna make mistakes.
That middle ground. I'm gonna make mistakes on the way. Nothing
But
is
my
perfect.
intention is what's most
pure.
important.
Me. mean?
My intentions. That's what we need to understand, guys. Intentions.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find it, but I saw a little meme on repeating, and it's really like, obviously, you think about repeat. I think about music, literally, but it's really about, sometimes it can be such a bad thing. Like to repeat.
What do you say by repeat?
As in, like to repeat your past.
Yeah.
Speaking about the
Sometimes
people
it
that
can be
kind
a
of
bad
dive
thing.
back into the things that they fear, kind of thing. You repeating this, it's like it can be really,
Mistakes
really
are good.
bad. Mistakes.
Amazing.
Because you're only going to do that
But
once or
if you
twice
keep
or whatever. But
I used to think
them.
mistakes were like, no, it's a mistake. You just
No.
get up. But as you grow older, you
Fail as
understand.
much as you
You
fail.
need the failure
You
to
see-
understand, like, oh, that's what I did
Yeah.
wrong. This is what I'm going to do better next time. That's the
Success is
thing.
built of
Of
bricks of
failure.
failure.
Yes.
Yes.
Every big brick
It's true,
of success.
but
is
you
failure.
understand it
Not
as you get
mistakes,
older. You
not
don't
bare-
understand it when
yeah.
you're young. When you're young, it's like, why can't I do this kind of
Yeah,
thing? You just
for
don't
real.
understand. No, success is built of
It's
failure.
true.
Yeah,
What is that
every brick-
supposed to be for a young person? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
For real.
every brick is.
But I
every time
understand
you,
it now.
You
No.
tried and failed because it's not that failure wasn't a failure.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but they're all bricks of failure. Failure.
Success.
do you get what I mean?
All came
And
together
all
to make
people
this.
see is that
Amen
top
to
brick.
that.
Yeah, so that's why you can't let people
all they-
judge you. innit?
Yeah.
Amen to that.
That's only you in it. But that's where people start. That's where the fear comes in. Sorry, I don't want to stretch it out too long.
Yeah.
That's where the fear comes in.
Okay.
And that's why you will dive into it.
That's why you dive into the
Dive
fear.
into the wrong way.
It's true.
Not the right way and thinking,
Yeah,
how am I
'cause
going to
you're
do it
thinking to
differently?
myself, let me conquer
You're
this.
thinking, yes.
Let me go in there and
Like, it's
experience
weird.
this.
And I just think,
and then
like,
sometimes
yeah.
you just get sucked in. Oh,
You really
God.
do. But that's,
So good.
before we end, that's something that we do need to, like, literally, I say this a lot. Like, can we not just normalize it? We're not in 1950s, as people would say. We're in 2023. Let's stop the, okay, I'm just going to find this woman out here and this man on the street and
Yeah.
whatnot. We get together, we have a baby, it's dead.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to tell your kids when they get older? This is how I met your dad and the one. No.
No, I just,
like,
I
I'm sorry.
think
It's
let's
just
not
not.
judge each other neither.
And I'm not
Yeah,
judging.
true.
I'm
Let's
not
not judge,
judging.
but
Okay,
let's
if that's
use
your,
our heads.
I was gonna say because
Yeah,
we did say this
because
earlier
you
on.
see-
Some people that's what they
Some
like.
people like that.
Blended
But for
families,
myself,
yeah?
it's not it. And for most
blended
people,
families are something of this time. Yeah, most of us grew up in blended families in some sort of way at this
Okay.
point. Yeah, because our grandparents had the straight family. You know, like, but even grandparents had granddad had the
You
kids.
get
and
me?
all
they
that,
had their
yeah.
little
Trust
1,
me.
2, 1, 2.
Trust me.
Exactly.
Just
But-
a 1, 2, literally. just
But
a 1 or 2.
again,
That's
we're
it.
in a. It's like blended families are not something that should be frowned upon.
No, I'm not frowning
anymore.
upon
No, I'm
blended
not saying
families.
you lot are.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah, no,
saying.
of course not.
I'm just saying. Neither is families that are just together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like we live in a new time.
We live in a new time,
Where-
and I'm just speaking about females. Females as a whole, because I know how I'm a female, and I can speak about how I feel. No female goes into most of the. I'm just saying, anyways. No one goes in, like what I said, no one goes into a relationship or goes into something
To have a
and wanting to have a
child.
child to just be by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna have a child.
Only
some people, when
some.
you get on,
There's
let
a
me say,
small
but you know where
minority.
the small minority, they
Yeah.
get into that when they get at a certain age.
Yeah.
When they get off that age and they're like, okay, now I'm at a certain age, I don't mind. I want to have a child for myself.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I
I don't
get
mind if there's a man. I've got my money. I've got this.
Yes.
It's different when you're at that age. But once you're young and you're just starting off having a child,
But
no one
pride-
ideals that I'm gonna raise this child on my own and I am superhero. Are you
pride,
mad?
because when he just
Mum
says,
and dad.
once you've got someone's child and he's telling you things that you don't want to hear, pride.
Go to your dad. Ask your dad.
pride.
What about stuff that I don't know?
Pride.
They're
Pride within
mad.
people. Pride is bigger than their situation,
Mm.
and I think that's been the problem over years. Like if our pride wasn't bigger than being families, then
Yeah.
we'd be able to see through loads of things.
That's true.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's true. I get
But
what
yeah,
you're
because
saying.
I'm thinking about my own pride as well. My pride is be high, y'all.
Everybody's.
My pride be high, y'all.
Yeah, I think they know.
And we're gonna start again, then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know that.
And then start again, and start again, and start
Yeah,
again.
no, but that's I get that.
For real.
I like that part. I like when he put that, and I love that it was a man that we saw that put something out like that.
Yeah,
we don't hear that. We don't hear stuff like that from male. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Usually us females talking about a relation, we look like we're almost forcing it. Like, are you guys good?
That
Do you just want to
part.
live on the earth just to like have sex with everyone and anyone and just have kids here and there?
Be a
Like,
city
is that
girl.
what your goal is in life?
Be
Be
a
a
city,
city girl.
yeah, because you know it's winning.
And a city man, because nowadays they're city boys.
No,
Why
but
would you
yeah,
want to be a
but-
city boy?
that's
Allow
a-
it.
that's a- I know, let me not
Are
say
you?
that.
Are you okay?
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Okay.
they say they don't want no one to cheat on them, but then sleep with everyone.
I love it though. I love the double standards. You go on with that because we're in 2023 and,
And you
you're
know what
gonna
I
get
hate?
bun and cheese. Wowza! We'll see you on the next one, guys. Whoa!
Bun and cheese.
No, we're in 2023. You know this. You're like, I'm gonna be a city boy.